not actually registered on the TV, the laptop, etc. That is great. Now I'm going to probably stumble over my words as I give a summary of our D&D sessions thus far. Hey vey. So, yes, for anyone who is on the stream, hi, this is DP's housemate, not partner, Lucy. Though partner is in the background and you'll probably hear her talking on Shane's, or DP's new shiny microphone. Thank you, New Rock.
That wasn't in the first description.
I know it wasn't, but I feel like I should probably mention it. So, yes, this is a D&D session. It's the first one I've ever streamed, and it is set in the Critical Role universe of Exandria in the continent of Tal'Dorei, for those of you who know Critical Role. Yes, what I was doing before we realised that the stream was working but not actually giving any sound was I was giving a very, very succinct description of the events thus far, and also we were going to quickly run into some character introductions. So yes, I had gotten about halfway through the summary. I've got to now give that again. Woo! This is going to be great. Okay, so yes, the current campaign then. The group have all over the last few 10 days arrived in the elven city of Lyrengorn, known as the final bastion before the cold and ice of the Neverfields of the continent of Tal'Dorei. This city is renowned as a place of peace and plenty. It is currently just before Midsummer's Eve, and a great festival known as the Artisans' Fair is due to be held. As such, the city is bustling, the pubs and taverns crowded, and good cheer is being had by all around. Having all arrived and settled for the night in the Moon's Rest Tavern, where one of the characters, who is definitely just a barmaid, is currently working, the would-be adventurers rose to explore in the morning. However, on making their way down to the tap room, some of them encountered a druid called Renan. Heavily injured, he spoke to them of goblins, his fallen comrades, and a stolen fruit of mysterious power. Coming together, several members of the party helped the druid make his way to the Temple of Sehanine in the centre of the city. There, they were turned away by the transcendentalist Nimlusa, who explained that those of Lyrengorn have long abandoned their warrior ways, and that to send any of their people to retrieve the fruit would be to send them to almost certain death. Explanation that provoked some disgust in the party barbarian, who is unfortunately not with us anymore. Yes, I have now lost my place. This is going a lot better this time around. Okay, yes. The party then returned to the tavern, where several other individuals, overhearing their plan to aid the druid, also volunteered their help. Setting out with a cocky bard and some hurried explanation by Renan, they made their way northward out of the city and towards the Neverfields. After a near-fatal encounter with the goblin hunting party on the way, they eventually found the goblins' cave. There they made swift work of the goblins, utilising the bard Taram's skills with disguise, then retrieved the box in which the fruit was held and decided to make their way back after exploring the rest of the cave network. Nearly running afoul of several kobolds, through the quick thinking of Anma, the party cleric, they were able to persuade the kobolds not to fight, at which they moved to the final section of the caves. Here, the plucky bard Taram and the monk Corwin nearly fell to the two pet spiders the goblins kept. Fortunately, the rest of the party was able to fend off the beasts, and they returned to the edge of the forest of Lyrengorn for a much-needed rest. The following morning, whilst making their way back to the city, they heard sounds of battle. Following the noises, they came upon 3 sky swimmers, individuals of some great repute within the city, and their wyvern steeds beset by a band of wargs. Helping to fend off the creatures, they learned that the sky swimmers were seeking a flower, an iris, which they found with the aid of the party ranger, coincidentally also named Iris. Having acquired that which they sought, and seeming to take some hope from it, the individuals began to return to the city with the party. Upon nearing the outskirts, however, they spotted several fires dancing through the buildings. With the aid of the wyverns, the party were able to make their way up into the city, which Iris realised had been beset by magmins, small creatures from the elemental plane of fire. Before she could warn the others, though, one was slain, and the resulting small explosion caused the fires to spread throughout the canopy. A second was kicked from the city into the forest below, starting yet another fire. Concerned for the safety of the tavern she had been working for, the party rogue, Caliph, began to run through the city, leaving the party to deal with the magmen. As the party struggled to corral the creatures without causing further damage, a small halfling individual appeared. Admitting the magmen's presence to be her fault, she began explaining her mistake when Taram, seemingly in a fit of disgust, threw her from the roof. Before she could plummet to her doom, Iris and Anma, the party's cleric, were able to rescue her. However, in yet another twist of fate, Taram, in an attempt to get down to the balcony below, jumped and fell. And that is actually where we left the campaign over Christmas, and where we will be kicking off for tonight. So, you now have a summary, so let's begin to introduce the characters. So, going in order then, we have, first of all, Kat or Iris. Please give a short introduction to your character.
Hello. So I'm Iris. I'm a wood elf. I'm a ranger. I'm awesome. I don't really know what else to say about myself. I'm part of the. Am I part of the Asari?
Ashari, yes.
Ashari, that's it. Yes, and I'm basically. I've been sent. I've asked to go on this quest to learn more about everything, and so I've joined up with this ragtag bunch of wonderful people. And now I'm hanging half off a bridge, so that worked well.
Yes. Okay, next then, Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. I will be playing Corwin, who is a forest gnome monk. I'm going to be a monk of the Cobalt Soul, serving the knowing mistress, and before that I used to be a sailor who lost his crew and has been searching for them ever since. And my travels brought me up north, where I've met all these people. I'm currently dancing on the rooftop, putting out fires.
Nice. Okay, Kaylee.
Hello. Hold on.
What? Hello?
Hello.
So I forgot to unclick the chat, so I would have ended up hashtagging people.
Oh dear.
So yes, I'm Caliph. I am definitely just a barmaid, and putting it out there, I have saved the bard twice now. Oh, and I decided
That
to go run off. Yes. So I'm a half elf. Definitely not a rogue, just a barmaid.
Mm-hmm. And currently running through the city.
Yes, because I didn't want to get involved yet last time. So apparently.
Just ran the other way.
Yep.
Screw this.
Yep, pretty much. Okay, Heather.
Yeah, I'm Taram. I'm a human bard. I come from overseas, and to be honest, I'm carrying this whole group. I can play any instrument. I am amazing at disguise. I managed to get us in and out of a goblin cave with basically no injuries, and I'm possibly falling to my death into a forest fire that I started.
Okay.
A fitting end.
Moving swiftly on then.
The barmaid's
Charlie.
eye twitches.
Oh, me now?
Yes.
Anma? Cool. I'm Charlie. I'm also Anma. I am the cleric of Bahamut, so obviously I have a strong affinity for justice, and I have a very black and white worldview. I may have spent some time with some elementals of fire back in the day, and served my time there. So I'm currently on the way back to try and repay my debt to those who saved me, and to better serve my god.
Okay. And our final character then, would you like to give an introduction now, Shane? Or would you like to wait?
I can do a little bit of an introduction now.
Okay.
That works. Good day. I am Raforian. I am a sorcerer, and I have been touched by the divine.
Okay, that's it. Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll get along well. It's fine.
I held up a little
Okay.
doll and make an obvious joke.
Don't you dare.
I cast fireball on that moron.
This is going to go so well already.
I take that, that's fair.
Okay, so starting then, we have, I believe, Raforian, or is it Raforian? Just going to quickly ask.
Raforian.
Raforian, okay. It's spelt Raforian, so I'm going to
Yeah.
get that wrong.
Yeah, no worries.
As you manage to, Nat 20, your initiative roll.
Nat 20 and still rolled an 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good job. You are going to be going first then, which is actually quite convenient, seeing as Calith is directly after you.
I wanted
So-
to go first.
Yes, but you're plunging to your doom, so...
I
yeah.
know, that's why time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence, however,
Yes,
this is...
but if I
Perfectly help
see you,
yourself.
I can save you. It's fine.
Yeah.
I got this. Don't worry.
But I
All
was
I can
going to
do is
save
watch.
myself, like I always do.
Yes, but this is cooler.
Mine was going to be cooler.
Oh Christ! Apparently another nat 20 on
Oh,
a
no.
perception check.
Okay, well, in that case, I will quickly
Wow.
introduce the situation then. So, Raforian, you are actually currently nowhere near the outbreak of fires. You are quite a few, well, we can't really use the word blocks away, as the city
Okay,
is
so you
up in the
introduce
trees.
a character who could save my life and then stick him conveniently out of range.
I'm quite a few tree stumps away.
Yes.
Several huts away.
Yes.
So we can have that slow motion moment where he goes to catch your hand and just misses as you fall to your doom.
I mean,
No.
I was just going to cast
Romantic.
Featherfall, to be fair.
Sorry,
Doesn't
guys.
she-
I already have that!
Don't you have to be touching a
I can
wall to
save
do that?
myself!
Anywho, before the argument gets too extreme, considering
What
we
do
are
my
actually-
glorious elf eyes see?
Yes, so you do not see what is currently going on. You have spotted a couple of the fires, however, and you were on your way over. However, as you were heading in that particular direction, unused to Lirangorn and its many myriad balconies and pathways as you are, you were kind of uncertain exactly how to proceed, but were making your way as quickly and ably as you were.
You've rolled 2 nat 20s and you're still lost.
Shush. He's spotting something else. So, yes, you are headed in that particular direction, and as you're doing so, you spot something rather unusual. You see a individual with long dark hair and clad in dark leathers suddenly leap up onto the roof of what you realise must be the city's forge and start swinging her way through using the decorations set up for the artisans' fair. There are particular streamers and lanterns, and she is essentially swinging between them all and jumping onto the top of the forge and pegging it in the opposite direction from the fires. What would you like to do, good sir?
Well, my insight is bad. So, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, right, well, it seems I found the culprit. Time to chase them down.
Excellent.
Oh.
This is perfect. Okay, so you begin to make chase. Are you chasing through the crowds, or are you attempting to get up onto the rooftops as this individual has also done?
How far away from me are they?
They're probably about 30 foot, give or take. I mean, the houses themselves aren't exactly small, and the forge itself spans several trees, so they're probably a good tree or so away from you as well.
This is difficult.
I know.
Oh shit. I've already rolled insight, so my character thinks... Okay, I'm just gonna roll a flat d20 to see if I do what I think I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Oh god, I really don't want to do this.
Do it.
Is it jump into the flames? Because I'm doing that, and it's not that easy.
It's
Let's not go with the plan of everybody committing suicide, okay?
That's not. No fiery death.
Shortest session ever.
I'm definitely up for that.
I will... Oh god, I will cast Magic Missile, but
Oof.
sort of like... I get 3 darts, so I want sort of like 2 in front of each of the feet kind of thing, as like warning shots, and then I want 1 just sort of taking a long arcing curve coming in to hit.
Okay.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Pretty much, yes.
So, you're gonna have to roll to hit. And
Not with
as-
Magic Missile.
Well, you are, because you're trying to aim not for them. So what I'm going to want you to do there, I would say, is roll... I will actually ask you to roll to hit, because you're not aiming directly for them, you're aiming for the ground before them, which is actually quite difficult, considering the trajectory. You are currently quite a bit lower than they are. So I would say roll just a flat d20 to see if you're actually able to get that trajectory correct.
With or without my bonus?
With, actually.
This will be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Oh,
bar
dang.
triangles.
Okay, so you're not quite able to see exactly where their footfall is. However, somehow you're still able to pretty much time it perfectly so that the missile arcs up, the first one just hitting the top of this rooftop before them. The magic missile itself not damaging enough to actually start a fire, considering this is a wooden
That's
roof.
handy.
It's force damage, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. But you do notice, Caliph, a few splinters suddenly break off in front of you as this missile hits.
Oh, he's shooting at me.
Yep.
I'm shooting
Wow,
at
that's-
the barmaid in all
you
black,
not paying
running away
attention?
from the fire.
Wow, that took far too long to think.
Sorry, I thought I was so far away from the action it wouldn't.
I thought you were being quiet.
Oh.
I thought this was all to do with the combat you guys were involved in.
No, his insight made him think you're the one who's caused all this.
I rolled a 3 on insight, and you're in all black, and you're running on rooftops.
Quick pause, guys. Thank you. I'm probably going to butcher this name. Athalanane?
You actually
It's
pronounced
just-
it correctly.
Oh, who's just subscribed? Was that you?
Indeed it was.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for the money.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Yes.
You
I
got an
wasn't
emote,
sure who
by
that
the way.
was.
I do
First
have an
person
emote.
to ever pronounce it correctly.
Oh, awesome. Yay.
I
Go
do
me.
have a Twitch emote. It is a snake holding a D20 with a 1 in its mouth.
Oh,
Nice.
very apt.
So
That's
you
cool.
can
Very
paste it a
apt.
few times and then have snake eyes.
Nice.
Yeah, that happens to me very often, so that's fine.
Okay, anyway, yes. So, Caliph, rapidly following the first missile, 2 others thud into the floor next to your feet. Would you like to do anything else with your turn, Raforian? Or Raforian, even?
I'm going to look as intimidating as I can, which is probably not very.
Okay.
And actually, let's see how intimidating, and then I'll work out what I'm going to say.
Please roll intimidation.
Hey, I got a +4 to this. It could be good.
It's kind of hard to be intimidating when you're about 30 feet away.
Yeah, that's fair. I just say, "You there, stop!"
Okay. Caliph, how do you react to this, as it is now your turn?
Is he standing on something or next to something that may be attached to a rope?
He is currently down on the balcony below, whereas you are currently up on the rooftop of the forge area. So...
You know what, I think I stick my fingers up and run.
Okay, you stick your fingers
gonna
up and
help.
continue running. So that is how you're going to...
Oh dear.
That is going to be how you spend your turn. Okay, you are somewhat distracted by this. Your progress is slightly less graceful than it has been. You're a little startled by the fact that, hey, someone's shooting at you. What the fuck? Why are they shooting? And yeah, you just miss your footing slightly, but manage to recover. Okay, now going back to the other side of the city, Taram.
Yes,
Hi.
I would like to use Featherfall because I am amazing and going to save myself. Well, at least I'm going to slow myself down long enough for someone else to save me, thus saving myself.
So instead of plummeting to your death, you're going to gently land in an open fire.
Yeah, that I've slowed down the falling, which will enable one of you losers to rescue me.
Okay, so...
Well, you won't be rescued for a third time by the barmaid.
I wasn't...
Not like you're
actually
keeping
the
score or
first time,
anything.
Oh, no, I'm not keeping track of every time. Just, you know.
Oh, man. Okay,
Featherfall, Lucy, do I need to roll anything?
No.
Good. That, please.
Yeah, it is... Featherfall is purely a reaction, so if
I really don't think there's anything else I can do whilst I'm
Bring it
falling
up.
through the air. Am I still close enough to actually grab onto anything?
No.
In that case, that's probably the end of my turn.
Okay, so, in case, please mark off your spell slot that you've just used.
Right,
And
yes.
so, Featherfall, you are now falling 60 feet per round, which is still fairly fast, actually. But
How many feet until I hit the fire?
Are
a
you more
fair
concerned
few.
with the floor?
Yeah, a fair
How do I
few.
mark off a spell?
So when you go onto your character sheet,
Yeah.
if you go onto your spells and you see where it has slots total, slots remaining. So on
yes.
slots remaining, you need 2 for now.
Right, gotcha.
Yes.
At least you're not taking any falling damage. You know, that's
Not yet.
useful.
Thanks. Way to remind her.
I'm fairly certain you don't.
I owe you one.
You don't actually take any damage. You
No,
click.
reading it, it says you
Yeah.
take no falling
I
damage
know.
and you land on your feet.
I know.
If you land
I was
with
just
the
joking.
Effect, yeah.
So, yes, and as you happen to be falling and you cast this, so you focus, never having had quite this opportunity to practice the spell before, and feel the arcane energy bubble upwards. As you complete the incantation, your body's trajectory slows ever so slightly, and you feel a sense of relief knowing that the spell is completed. And as you then take an opportunity to look around, you spot two figures rapidly drawing closer, the sky swimmers Alase and Lala. Their wyvern
I
steeds...
forgot about them. They can save me.
Yes, they can. Maybe. If
Yes.
they want to.
Yes.
I already had a plan for this.
Of course they want to.
And you are now off the actual screen. So yes, you spot them, and their wyvern steeds are both plummeting, hind claws outstretched, much as the eagle might when it swoops to catch its prey.
I feel that this is gonna hurt.
Possibly. Okay,
Thank you,
Anna. You are currently grasping the hand of the small halfling individual who Taram threw off the roof.
I thought I missed the child, and I thought I was just grabbing him.
Iris grabbed them, and then I believe you also
Oh
had
yeah, I
grabbed
helped
them.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I helped out.
We've got hold of an arm and a leg, I think.
Yes, or something
Drop
like
Well,
that.
it.
I'm gonna hoist them back up.
Or drop it.
Okay. So you hoist the
Don't kill the
halfling
child!
back up onto the safety of the walkway. Would you like to do anything else with your turn other than act completely appalled?
That goes without saying.
He's only acting appalled, he's not actually appalled.
Of course I'm appalled. We have a murderer amongst us.
Hey!
It's
hey,
not murder
the
if
only
no one
close
dies.
to death here right now is me.
Attempted murder.
Child murderer.
Child murder. I'm going to take the halfling.
It's not a real child.
Or maybe not a child, maybe just a small person. And make sure they're okay. I'll look over them. I think I'll probably take them to a one of the kind of people I can see to the side
Okay.
around here.
What if they throw them off a roof whilst you're not looking?
I don't think they're as mad as you. It's fine. Yeah, I'll take them there. And I think, well, make sure they're okay, really. Are there any fires nearby? Can I have a go at taking care of this fire up here on the house?
Yes, there's the ones up here next to Corwin. There are also the ones down here with the two magmin that Iris had been entertaining with a small stick.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I'm
Please
gonna,
tell me that's not a euphemism.
I'm gonna
No.
go to the. Okay, I'll leave the halfling, and can I move to the little magmin down here? And I will say I did try to be diplomatic with them last session, and they weren't having it. So I think I'll just smush it.
Murder them all.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
so-
I'll just have to enter murder mode.
In that case, move your character to where you would like to be, please. And then roll to hit with your attack.
How do I need to try and move him. How do I move him?
So if you click on him, he should then be able to move. You haven't actually got it enabled. That's weird. Nope, that's Heather.
I don't think I've ever.
Move me.
I am far too unused to the sensitivity of this mouse.
Hey!
There you go. You should now be able to move. Yes.
Cheers.
There you go.
I'll move this side, and I'll make a. I know they explode when they die. We've seen that happen, but I'll
Throw
deal with
it
that in a minute.
anyway.
I'm gonna blow it up, and then we can deal with the fire. So I'll do that.
The less of them, the better.
Yeah.
Yet when I did that.
Yeah.
You were murdering a child!
No, before the child.
Before the child.
Well,
Before
that's not
the
so bad.
child, when I only murdered burning things.
Yeah, that's okay.
But the child wasn't
Okay.
burning, so you're not allowed to
That
murder them.
definitely hits, as they have a
Before.
fuck all AC.
Well, if they had higher than that, I'd be really worried. I'd be like,
Lucy swears a lot more when she's streaming.
Yes, she does.
I swear a lot when I play D&D in general, I think.
yeah, like
Yeah.
every
It's
other word is
stressful.
fuck.
It is very, very stressful, you're not wrong. There's a lot of stuff to keep track
Emotional
of.
thing.
Anywho, so you take a good swing at the magmin and it drops the stick with a angry shriek.
Oh, I feel bad.
but does
You
not
should.
actually fall.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
tried.
Iris, onto your go then. So I feel like, considering we did spend an entire session on this combat.
Well, we were
Because
trying
no-
to be nice and not destroy the city in the process.
Yeah, you know, I tried talking to one of them, and we got to the point where
Oh, I'm
I
not.
was talking to
I'm
it.
not upset about it. It was fucking hilarious. But
Yeah.
anyway, yes, Iris.
Yeah.
Yo, so at the same time that Anma goes off and does, the big stomp, I'm gonna go off with the halfling and maybe sit with her and have a chat because it sounds like she's got a lot of talking she wants to go off of mine.
Okay, sure. So-
Mostly. Ah!
She will probably mostly be swearing as well, I imagine.
Yeah. Yes, you will.
Okay, so this is where, yes, I will quickly move your character over here just so that we can see them slightly better. Okay, so what are you going to say to the halfling?
Well, I'm gonna kind of be quite chill and say like, "Yo, what's up? What's going on? What's the issues? Talk to me."
Oh, trying to get down with the kids.
Because apparently, this other realm I'm from is the Hood.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have a
sure.
horrible feeling that this halfling is going to be like 400 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Now, by the sounds of it, they were pretty competent to.
Yeah, so the young halfling child kind of
Oh, it
looks,
is a child.
Well, as
Yeah.
far as you can tell, they look like a
Okay.
child.
I mean, they were trying to do like enchanting and then caused a huge fire outbreak and stuff.
Hey,
Enchantment!
adults make mistakes too.
Enchantment. Yeah, we got to try.
Aw.
I'd hope it's a child, otherwise,
You'll see. Anyway, yeah,
Thank
so
you.
they look up at you, their eyes incredibly wide, their slightly, like, snubbed nose, is kind of not quite dripping, but they look like
Ew.
they are very close to tears as they just say, he threw me from the roof. I was just trying to help.
Oh, dear.
Someone comfort that poor thing.
I'm gonna give that thing, the young child halfling, a massive hug and say, "Friends don't throw other friends off roofs unless they're really annoying."
This is like good cop, bad cop, isn't it? Give them the old routine.
No, where's the jewels? Where's the jewels, Murphy? Can I? Is there any way to get any more information out of her, or is she just too upset?
You probably could, but it would take a bit of time to talk and try and calm her down, I'm afraid.
And also, one of your party is currently floating gently to their death.
Have I got any rope?
You do. Every pack comes with rope, so I believe you
They all
would have
come
gone
with 50 foot of rope at some
Yeah.
time.
Unfortunately, Taram is rapidly getting
Well, I
beyond
mean, if
50
you're
foot.
going down at 60 foot around, we've got no chance of only 50 foot of
Yeah.
rope.
Exactly.
If
Even I
we
can
pull the
do
rope
that
together.
maths.
So I'm just gonna console the halfling and
Thanks.
try and persuade it to talk to me.
Okay, so roll persuasion, or actually roll a general charisma check, I would say.
Welp.
You forget and actually say you call it it. It's so harsh. You
start
know
choking
your
the
child.
child.
I'm not very
Ask for the
oral.
name. Oh, there, it. For you.
You may be a wyvern whisperer, but you're definitely not a people whisperer.
I think that's true in life.
Yeah. Anywho, okay, so you spend your turn attempting to console the poor child. Which then brings me to the two sky swimmers, the Wyvern Riders, Alasse and Lala. So, Taram, you're probably the only one who's really going to spot this right now. But glancing towards the sky swimmers, you watch as they rapidly get closer. Alasse, seeming to recognise the spell you just cast, gives a whoop of victory and, in words surprisingly audible even over the whip of wind created by your descent, says, "Hey, that drink's on you then!"
On
As
me.
he and Scream dive past you some few meters ahead of Lala and Beauty. You also clearly catch Lala's response as you're feeling somewhat confused by it, or by his words, and Lala's voice is dry as she passes you, saying, "Very well, and no ordering an entire bottle of wine and claiming that to a giant that is a single drink."
They're
And-
not rescuing me at all. They're just racing past me.
And that is their turn.
Do
Corwin!
you want me to die?
As people have pointed out, you've cast Featherfall. You're not going to
Yes,
die.
but you've pointed out that's no help to me.
It is. I was joking.
It is, but I'm wondering if Tom really knows it's gonna help.
The only thing that's going to hurt you is the fire that you're going to land in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
That
that.
I set.
That you said. So it's karma. It's fine.
Yes.
Karmic justice.
I feel better about it now. As I'm burning to death, I will think, oh good, at least it's karma.
Well, that's how you need to look at life, you know. Glass half full and all that.
I feel like we've got our episode title. Karmic Fire.
Thanks.
Anywho, Corwin.
Have I noticed the bard dying and being rescued yet?
Roll perception, because you are slightly
Whilst being
further away.
rescued.
Well,
And you were kind of, trying to put out fires and deal
nope,
with...
I noticed nothing.
No, you're
Good
too
shit.
focused on the fire before you.
That is a Madman next to me, though, isn't it? In that fire, I think I can see it.
There is
Cool.
one in there.
In that case, I'm going to try and kill it.
Okay,
Gonna smack it with the quarterstaff.
cool. Roll to hit, please.
God, do you even have another weapon?
I have
That
my fists of
is-
fury.
Exactly what you need to hit it and also to kill it. Good job.
Did it
Awesome.
explode?
Oh,
Can I use my reaction instead of doing the unarmed strike to punch it into midair so it does no damage to anything?
You know what?
like a firework.
There
Roll,
I knew someone would sing it.
roll, Yeah, roll an attack, and I'll see if you do.
What, just an unarmed strike including my modifiers, yeah?
Yep, and I'm now trying to... Oh, that's where the other one was. Okay, yeah, with that you would be able to. I'm just trying to now get to the stupid Magman because there's so much fire.
So
Okay.
it can go over there and explode safely in the middle of the huts.
Yes. Okay. So it is now off the screen. I'm just leaving it there because there is far too much stuff around it right now.
Awesome.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
If I can, I want to start putting out the fires.
Okay, so you would need to probably run to retrieve more water from one of the townspeople, as you were doing last time.
Unless there's one of those people below me has a bucket.
You know what? Let's see. Yeah, they do.
Awesome.
What are the chances?
An 18. So yeah, you hop down off the roof and quickly retrieve a bucket. I would say getting down off the roof takes most of your movement though, so you are now
What
down
about
back
using
here.
my quarterstaff like I went hooking them up earlier?
True. Are you
I
wanting...
got well practiced at that.
Yeah, I would say that does take a action to do, though.
Okay.
So that would be in place of an attack. So as you've attacked this round, unfortunately, you would not be able to do that.
Okay, but I will do that when it's my turn again.
Okay, sure. Alrighty then, which brings us to the Madman. So, the one over here is going to continue setting some more fires. And 2 down next to Charlie, having attacked one of them, it is now going to rather angrily attempt to attack you back.
That's fair. I understand.
Okay, so that is a 10, so that is probably going to completely fail to hit you. Hello?
Yep.
Sorry, you went quiet, so I wasn't
Sorry.
sure.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so 10 fails to hit, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. The second one then also is going to attempt to hit you, however, and that one rolled a 19, which I believe.
Yeah,
will
that's a
hit.
hit. That's a hit.
Okay.
Oh, can I use my reaction to cast like a blindness on it and give it disadvantage?
Oh, warding flare. Sure.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
why not? I'll do that.
That's even better.
Oh
Sorry.
shit.
It was a 19 or a 23.
I'll take the 23. Go on.
Okay,
As well.
so as the other Magman that you didn't attack reaches out towards you, it essentially grasps a piece of your armor, and as it does so, your cloak ignites,
Oh,
and
damn
you
it.
feel the flames starting to trickle up you. You are currently ignited, and you take 7 fire damage.
Ah, shit. Alright.
Burn, baby, burn.
There's no time for music.
Disco Inferno.
Burn, Anma, burn.
That's not very nice.
Okay, and that brings us to the top of the round then. And we are back to, I'm going to pronounce it wrong again, Raforain. Can it just be Raforain, please?
Fine, just to make it so you're not, confused.
It's because it's spelt Raforain.
Yeah, I think I typed it wrong. I'm not used to this keyboard.
How is it meant to be
That's
typed?
been like so many excuses tonight.
Don't worry about it.
How is it meant to be typed?
We'll call myself Bob. Right. Yeah, I'm Bob now.
Hey, Bob was an excellent character. Don't you
Yeah,
go
I
dissing
know.
Bob. How
I
is
ain't
it?
dissing Bob.
How is Raforain meant to be spelt?
I do not have the character sheet open, so I can't tell
Like
you.
an eye
That.
in there. Be the
Okay.
same.
Yeah, it's got an eye in there somewhere.
Okay,
Somewhere.
cool.
Rafforini? It could be Italian.
Definitely not Italian.
Rafforini.
Yeah, you're definitely not Italian. Okay, so you have attempted to warn this fleeing individual. However, your magic missiles don't seem to have deterred them, and they are continuing to run onwards.
Yeah, oh, god damn it. I'm gonna roll another insight check because I don't want to kill a party member.
Sure, sure.
If I've just run off of this roof, can he still see me if he's below?
You don't know.
The forge rooftop is, like I said, spanning several trees, and he's currently off to the side of them. He's not actually on the same balcony as you. So, for instance, if you're on this tree here, he would be on this one over here.
Okay.
So it's not like he's actually directly behind your your pathway as such. Okay, you've just rolled history.
Okay. Wait, what? I
You-
thought I rolled insight.
Nope, you've just rolled history.
On the plus side, they're both the same score.
Well, that's something.
Okay, so what are you trying to insight?
Whether he is actually whether she is actually the person who set the fires, or whether they're actually just a dick.
Just a dick.
Just a barmaid.
Yeah, I know they're not a barmaid because they're in all black. They don't look like a barmaid.
Yeah, you're.
And doing backflips.
I'm in my travelling attire.
She's running with quite a lot of urgency and is running, like I said, away from the fray as such. So
She's guilty. Shoot her.
yeah, it's incredibly difficult to actually work out.
From the person who I've saved the life twice.
Worth it.
Maybe. Party dynamic is so bad already. Ay.
Dynamic.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that firebolt misses.
I'm going to give myself an extra 2d4 on that then.
Okay. Also, that hasn't rolled the damage.
Is it not a?
Yeah, you're right, it hasn't.
Do you need to set up for auto?
Yeah, I need to check mine,
Yeah.
set my stuff up. 16?
A 16. Does that hit you, Caliph?
Yeah,
Hopefully not. Oh,
That
damn it.
hits.
it wouldn't have done until you decided to roll the extra.
Oh, to be fair, he wouldn't know any better. So
6 damage.
You take 6 damage as a firebolt hits you square in the side, sending again your path slightly off, and you skid down
Just slightly.
the roof of the forge.
And I yell out again, I said stop!
Roll another intimidation check.
Oh my god. Do I get advantage considering I just shot a fireball into the side of them?
No!
no, can we say yes?
To be
Because we won't
fair-
get murdered.
Kaylee, roll a flat d20, please. So if you go onto the left side of the screen where the little toolbar is, there's one that is a dice. You can click on that, and then it'll come up with dice roller, and you can click a d20 to roll it.
There we go. 12.
Okay. So, how do you think that? Oh, well, that one misses.
That was just a test.
Yeah.
I just wanted to test
Okay,
to see if the
sure.
damage was working.
Right.
How do you think Caliph would react to being yelled at and also hit by a firebolt?
I think you're going to find out on my next turn.
Okay.
PvP. PvP.
Maybe there'll be 2
Did
players
not
today.
expect it to be this person, though.
It's fantastic.
So, speaking of, it is your go. So
Okay,
we-
is there any cover on this roof?
Yeah, there are a few chimney stacks, for the, for the smoke and stuff from the forge to escape from.
Okay, well, I'm going
I
to...
think they should really be forging weapons in the top of a tree. Something could happen. A forest fire could start.
We won't want that.
Completely accidentally.
Just a question.
That's probably what it was.
I have a question. These fireballs that missed, seeing as, we're in a
shit.
wooden village,
Ah, yeah.
what happened?
It's a metal roof.
For a village.
Roof tiles on this bit instead of because it's a forge.
Yeah, there are some bits that are wooden, there are some bits that are metal or tiled. The bit that you happen to be going over as you skidded was wooden, but I would say you can probably get onto a section that is made from tiles instead quite easily.
Okay, so I'm gonna hide behind one of those chimney stacks, put the box down that I'm running with, draw my bow, and then is this character wearing lots of kind of robes like a traditional sorcerer does?
Roll perception to see how well you can make them out. Okay. So looking around, you managed to spot the individual who fired at you fairly easily. They stand out. They have pure white hair and are garbed in what looks to be robes that are also made of pure white material. You can't quite make out what it is. It does look somewhat heavy. So it doesn't look like the silks of the temple. That's pretty much all you can make out.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to put an arrow through his clothing so that it kind of sticks into whatever's behind him.
I thought you meant just to piss him off.
Oh god.
Take this, fancy clothes.
Considering you're aiming for a very small section of the robe, then I would say roll with disadvantage. So roll. Yeah, that would probably miss. Just a 10. So the arrow have sailed
Does that mean it
harmlessly
hits him?
past.
Oh god, no.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my
Oh dear.
then I'm going to use my bonus action to disappear.
Okay, so you're hiding.
Fuck. And then my move action to run.
Okay. So you attempt to duck down and run onwards towards the tavern. However, the colouring of your clothing makes it fairly easy to track you across the rooftops. You are a darker blot against the paler greys and browns of the wood and tiles. Okay.
So if he hasn't moved and I've moved twice, hopefully I'm out of range.
It depends what attacks he's using.
I can tell you now, Magic Missile has a 250-foot range for me. You've got no chance.
Oh, for God's sake.
Also, I don't think it misses, does it? Or is that the
No,
old
it doesn't
rules?
miss.
Yep.
I'd say it always hits. So, always, good fun.
Okay. So
It's alright, I'll just come back with an evil character to match the bard punching children through.
please don't have an evil campaign.
I'm so good.
Please no. Anyway, Taram,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
I don't know, Lucy. How am I doing? How close am I to the flames?
You're probably still around 120 foot, so you reckon, give or take another 12 seconds, you're probably going to be landing. You can see that the flames have started to spread.
good.
Currently in around a almost 15 foot area. They haven't spread that much yet.
So, how in the middle of them am I about to land?
Let's see.
Can I run when I hit the floor?
You will be able to, but you're not
Okay.
going to be landing this turn yet.
But on this turn, I would like to please work out when I land whether I'm going to be able to outrun the flames.
Okay, roll a intelligence check.
Bother. Okay. Bear with.
It's gonna be good.
The moment I'm still trying to find it on my sheet, so
Far left, where it has your basic intelligence stats. If you click on the word intelligence, it will roll.
there we go. Oh,
dang.
oh!
Okay.
I did okay.
Yeah. So, sorry, that is Shane's alarm going off.
Oh
One
shit, my
second.
watch is in there, isn't it?
Yep. There you go. Sorry, guys.
That's
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so despite the fact that it's very difficult to judge the wind direction when you're
I'm
falling,
obviously a genius at rolling intelligence
Yeah.
tests.
you essentially roll so that you're onto your stomach, almost, gliding through the air, much like a flying squirrel would.
Sweet.
And looking, you realise that the wind must be coming in a easterly direction, and as such, you reckon, okay, if I hit the ground and roll off in towards the east, then I should be able to actually get around the flames, which are going to be moving to the west.
Great.
If that
That's
makes
what I'll
sense.
do on my next turn.
Yes. Yay, I did a smart physics thing, kind of.
Yes, you did. Well done.
Okay, excellent. Anma, you have 2 Magmen.
Well, I should probably put myself out, shouldn't I?
Yes, you are also on fire.
I'm gonna. Can I hit one of them and finish them off?
If
Pull out
you-
my fire.
It would
One tap.
take a action to douse the flames.
I'm wanting. I won't run away because that's attack opportunity. I will. Bash the weak one.
Okay,
Yeah, give that a go. Okay.
sure.
Do I get advantage for some reason?
Nope, because no one is flanking
it.
it. That misses, I'm afraid.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything else I can do as a reaction, is there? I can't shout at them in Ignan and be like, stop fighting! Just in that, I started the fight.
I mean, technically you could try, it just probably
Go
wouldn't
on!
go very well.
I shout, I yield in Ignan.
I
You
regret my choices. I
You
should
shout
never
you
hit you.
yield.
I'm gonna shout, I yield. Should I roll a persuasion or diplomacy?
1 second. I am just looking something up.
She's looking to see whether they take prisoners, I think. I'm pretty sure you're just going to be eaten alive by 2 flaming magmen.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I was
which
just
would be
rolling to see if
embarrassing.
they actually understood the word yield.
Oh, great.
They'll have an equivalent in their language, won't they?
To be fair, they might just get confused and then stop anyway.
I
yeah,
hope so. Maybe I
roll-
should start shouting ignorant curse words at them.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion, alright.
Also,
Oh,
I think we
no.
may have just lost Cat.
We
Blue,
have.
blue screen of death.
That's not great either. Oh, maybe. Oh, I rolled 2 by accident.
Yeah, so the 2 that are in front of you, one of them kind of stops, pauses, and looks slightly confused. It's you realise it's the one that just set you on fire.
Attack of opportunity. He's confused.
That's not how that works.
Damn it.
And it seems to hesitate. However, the second one, the one that you have injured, just seems hell-bent on causing as much
I refuse to die
fiery
like
damage
this.
to you as possible.
This is not very dramatic or. Oh dear. Okay, I will I guess I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Hopefully, I won't die from
Okay.
burns.
Why don't you heal yourself?
Yeah, I might do that next turn. This turn's too early.
So, as you are still on fire, you take 3 more fire damage at the end of this turn.
Okie dokie.
So that is
That
10 damage total to you. And we are
3,
now
yeah?
to... Yeah, so you'll... Yes.
There we are.
7 and 3. Kat has just messaged saying she was going to fire an arrow at one of the magmins to distract the child, apparently.
Actually, I think what Kat just said was she was going to save Tarum.
None of us can save Tarum. You're like 60 feet away from us.
No, closer to 120 feet at this point.
How high up are we?
Pretty goddamn high! I mean, like...
Oh,
I
fantastic.
take exception to that.
Right, so, when I was describing the forest, I said that there were the multiple rings, right? So, the outer ring, and then the trader's ring and the silver's ring. So, you guys are currently in around the trader's ring. Some of it is closer to the floor than others. However, some bits are slightly higher. So you are probably a good, I would say, 250 foot up. This is like a incredibly ancient, big city. In as much of a simple way as I can say it. Anywho, yes. And I need to click back onto here because I'm probably going to need that in a second. And then I'm going to do that for Cat. And Cat misses as well. So a arrow thuds past you, Anma. However, it seems like Iris is a little conscious of the fact that there are quite a few civilians in the way at present, and she isn't quite confident at hitting such a small target when there are so many possible casualties.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Which now brings us back to the 2 sky swimmers. So,
Who cares?
But they're probably going to be saving you, so you?
No, they're not. They just raced past me on their way to the bar.
I love how you just completely assume stuff there.
That's how I roll. That's Tarum in a nutshell.
Yeah, my housemate just kind of blinked in confusion over at me as you said that. Anyway, so, yes, as you are trying to work out the direction of the wind, etc., you notice the 2 sky swimmers nearing the forest floor, around 20 foot from the floor. Screams, muscles ripple, Scream being Alasse's wyvern, and his wings give a mighty heave and his trajectory immediately slows. Alasse, leaning over the side of his flank, produces a bucket hitherto not spotted by you, and uses it to douse the spreading flames below. Then Alasse and Scream curve away, allowing Lala and Beauty to take their place to douse the final section of the fire. As Alasse curves, he slowly begins to make his way upward. Meanwhile, Lala seems to have positioned herself so that she and Beauty are almost directly below you.
I would have been fine. I knew how I was gonna get out of it.
Never happy, are we?
Yeah.
Hey. Corwin, save me from this madness, please.
I'm going to do something very sensible and logical. I'm going to grab the bucket and put out the fire on the rooftop.
Yeah.
So, no drama. Just no more fire.
Thank. Deep. There is still one patch of fire left on that rooftop. All the rest of it is now put out.
Can I not walk over to it and smother it with the bucket?
Considering I did let you do that last time, yes, sure.
Yes! Suddenly silence.
Is the question there, did we just have a this is fine moment in the middle of a fire, Hobbit? Yes, we did. Okay, so that section of the fire is now doused as you place the bucket atop it.
Hey, can anyone, bring one of those buckets towards me and just maybe put my face in it or something?
I don't know. You ever helped me out?
I think so.
Oh my god!
Being the cleric, I thought I did.
Yeah, considering you were kind of dying from poison at one point.
Poison, being trapped by spiders that you walked into. Oh, and there's the incident with the dog that nearly mauled you to death. I think the cleric has helped you somehow.
Yeah, there's also the whole time, the warg literally landed on top of you and you were just sat there underneath it for half the combat.
This is where we find out that in Talon's backstory, he's got some horrible curse put upon their family or something, like bad luck or something. And it's it's not their fault at all.
Oh god, he's got a stone of unluck.
Yeah, just hidden somewhere in the pockets or something.
That would be excellent.
Thought it was a family heirloom or something. My grandfather gave it to me. Said it brought him great luck.
Oh, boy. So, this brings us to the Madman. So, the one off to the far right is going to continue trying to set fires. The two before you, Charlie, are both... Well, one of them is slightly
Kind and
unsure as to whether it wants to attack you. However, the one that you've injured takes a swipe. That is a 13.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. So that one misses you. The other chooses not to attack, seemingly, like I said, uncertain as to what to do. Okay, and back to the other side, well, not quite side of the city. Reforan.
Right. Oh, Christ. This is where I end up accidentally killing him or something. Okay, so...
I return. Sorry, guys.
Hello!
So she disappeared, right?
She tried to disappear.
Oh,
You
she
can't
tried to.
actually
She
see
sort of...
her.
She sort of hid down, picked up a branch.
You need to roll an 8 or higher on a perception roll to see me.
I can tell you now, my passive perception is higher than that stealth roll.
Yeah.
Just as a chance to maybe allow this thing to carry on, maybe make the roll.
Hey, it'll turn out fine. It'll be fine. I can... Well, maybe I'll find you and spare the dying or something.
There. I rolled for you so you feel bad.
Oh god damn it!
So I can see this person who I fired at twice, asked them to stop twice, now trying to hide. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're not making it easy for me just to walk away, are
I
they?
am carrying a box. If that
Oh,
helps.
good, so it looks like you've stolen something as well. Even better.
Oh, that's amazing.
Someone's now finding next to him so he has something else to do.
Are
You
there
thief as
any?
well as an arsonist.
Are there any of the city guard near me?
Roll a history check. You have no idea what the city guard would look like, or even if Lurengorn has a city guard.
That worked.
Good stuff.
Okay, I shoot at him again.
Okay, you're shooting at them. Cool.
Yeah, this time 3 magic missiles.
Hey,
Oh, they won't miss.
yeah.
That's death.
Do I not get to make a save against this?
Nope.
Not against magic missile, no.
Magic missile is auto hit.
It's
I
surprisingly.
hate magic users.
It's surprisingly nasty.
Why?
You're lucky I rolled 3 2s.
Yeah, it's still probably dead though.
I think
9
that's still,
damage.
at level
Yeah,
2,
we're
that's
level
still,
2, aren't we?
that's still a hench amount.
Are you
So
still
was that
up?
what was that total?
9 damage.
Well
And I-
done. So the actual good one left.
Bye bye.
I had no choice!
Well,
Well, and if it was no, that's it. You don't even know where the box has gone either.
You're not
so we
dead.
failed the mission and lost a party member.
You're not dead.
You get knocked unconscious.
Yeah,
You're knocked unconscious, yeah.
you're not dead.
And then for my movement, I will move towards where the body fell,
Okay.
however far away that is.
Okay, sure. So that'll probably
dear.
take you another round to get to it.
Like, what,
That's
wait,
fine.
did
But
Kalis just, like, get knocked out then?
she's unconscious, yes.
Okay.
So please roll a acrobatics or athletics check on just to see whether you can actually get up onto the rooftops.
Oh, me?
Yes. Because she is up on the rooftops.
You better pass this. Beautiful.
Hey there. You start scrabbling, but you aren't quite.
Oh, wait, I
Competent.
have guidance. I can add a d4.
Is that a bonus action?
Um,
I mean, if it's,
actually, no.
if it's to add a dice, it should be a bonus, right?
I'm just
Do you add it after the fact? Do you do it before?
1 second. I'm
So I
just
feel like guidance
checking.
is before, because I can get it as a cleric as well.
1 action.
never mind, it's an action.
Yep.
I mean, I can't get to the rooftops this turn, so
Yeah.
I'll try and get up there next turn, but that time I'll guidance myself.
Okay, sure. Alright, Caliph, you are currently unconscious, right?
Yeah.
So please roll a death save. Okay, that is your first success. Okay.
So have you taken the break from killing Shane's characters to get him to kill all your other characters?
Hey, I wasn't trying to get him to kill other people for once. Admittedly,
For once.
In
No.
my defense, there was someone in black armor running across the rooftops away from the fires holding a box.
I mean, they could have been.
I'm pretty sure there's lots of people running from fires.
Yeah, yeah.
On the rooftops though.
Not athletically over the roofs in complete black
Sorry,
armor.
1 second, I'm just going to quickly mute while I blow my nose.
Plus, she's delusional and thinks that she's some kind of caped hero.
Maybe they are actually a traveller or adventurer who's trying to get away from the fire.
Maybe, but when I asked them to stop, they stuck
I
their
mean, that's
finger
the
up at
thing,
me for the
yeah.
first time,
Well, you
and then
didn't fire
tried
at
to
them.
shoot back at me the second time.
Yeah, but the
Fire
first
at them before
me.
you
first
asked
time
them.
was a
I
warning
did a
shot.
warning shot.
Yeah.
Maybe
I did a
warning
warning shot, and
again
they
would be better.
stuck their middle finger up at me. Like, what am I supposed to think?
If you took a
Diplomacy
warning
at its
shot at me, I
best.
think I would as well.
It's
think I
okay.
might.
It's okay. It's fine. I didn't create, a 10-page backstory.
You're
and
not
multiple
dead yet.
NPCs
You're not dead.
for this character. It's fine.
You're not dead. It's
You're
fine.
not dead. Anywho,
Plus,
so
maybe having a character that's okay with people punching children off roofs might be a good thing.
hey, speaking of Taram, it's your go.
Oh dear.
Yes.
So you
Well-
are currently about 60 foot. So by the end of this turn, you would have reached the floor.
However, I thought there were talons coming for me.
There are talons coming for you. Are you trying to aim for the wyvern instead? So are you aiming to land on Beauty's back?
How much room is on the wyvern's back, seeing as there's already an elf on it?
So the wyverns themselves are pretty, sizable. You reckon 2 people could fit on them fairly comfortably?
Okay, yeah, I'll aim for the wyvern's back. I'm not too worried about whether I knock the elf off, to be perfectly honest.
Wow. Okay. So you start to try and...
It's all about survival right now.
Yes. You try
Yes, so,
and
just
generally aim for the wyvern.
Children off roofs, riders off dragons.
There are no
You're
dragons
just
yet.
salty because you're dying.
No dragons yet. Okay, Anma, you are still on fire.
Yes, I am.
So, what would you like to do with your turn?
Preferably not be on fire.
This is going so well.
God. The thing is, if I heal myself, that gives them enough of opportunity to hit me and set me on fire again. Or if I put out the fire, they can just put me on fire again. So I feel like I need to get rid of them first before I heal myself or put myself out. So let's have a think. So what? Which one wasn't attacking me?
So the one that's not injured is not the one that's not attacking you. The one that is injured is still attacking you.
Okay, so I'm not going to attack the one that's not attacking me because hopefully he'll be like, oh no, but if I hit his friend, he's going to be a bit more annoyed, isn't he?
Yes.
I'm trying to get into the psychology of these guys, I'm gonna. If I heal myself, can I put myself out? Or no, that's just healing, isn't it? It's not really.
It depends if you've got a bonus action heal.
I've got a one round action heal. 1 action per round, fella.
Right. It doesn't actually specify. I'm just going to quickly check one thing. Is there
Just stop, drop, and roll.
environmental effects, actions, movement. I'm just checking to see if there's anything that would actually be useful right now.
It's fine. I'll just I'll. Actually, what health am I on? Okay, I'll heal myself.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll heal myself. That'll be fine.
cool. Roll to heal, please.
I've cast it at level. I've still only got a level 1.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, yay. That'll be gone again next turn.
At least
It's gone now.
Burning.
Gone
Is
now!
Yeah,
Of
because
course
at the
not.
end of your turn you take 3 more fire damage.
Oh well, that's fine. At least it gives everyone else a chance to do what they need to do. That's fine. I'll, God, this
This
stoic
battle is
cleric-
taking so long as
know.
well.
this stoic cleric, going in there, raising his mace, and then suddenly he's just like, oh shit! Trying to like pull out with the fire, like, ooh! And then, oh god damn it.
To be fair, you do kind of have issues with fire plane and fire,
Yeah,
and
I really
fire
don't like fire.
elementals, and yeah.
I love the
There's a
sun.
theme.
I love the sun, but I hate fire. Oh dear, okay. Right, that's me done then.
Okay, Iris.
Yay, I'm back!
Hi.
So, can I go and save Anma from burning more? I would think I could probably drag him away from the fire.
You could try and put him out.
That might be wise.
Yeah, you wouldn't really want to drag him away, however, because that would provoke a opportunity attack from the Madman.
True. So I'm going to try and put him out.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you spend a action successfully attempting to put out Anma. So Anma is no longer on fire! Woo!
Yay!
No
My
problem,
favourite
dude.
person, thank you.
In before Anma gets set on fire again.
Oh.
So, do you have any bonus actions?
I don't know.
I don't believe you do yet. I don't think
I'm
any
not
of the spells that you've taken are bonus actions.
To be fair, I've only got one. And it's not that helpful.
Oh yeah, you took Zephyr's Strike, didn't you?
Yeah.
Cool. I thought you were meant to have 2 spells. At this point, I thought you were meant to have 2 spells and...
I'm not sure. You only advised me to pick one last time.
Oh, but did you get another one at level 2, maybe?
Okay, no, it would have been... Yeah, you'd get a second one at level 3 then, possibly.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Anywho, okay, so are you going to stay next to Anma, or are you going to move slightly back again so that you can utilise longbow?
Kick the little fuckers.
Okay.
Kick them. Yeah, I probably want to be ranged so I can not be set on fire myself.
Okay, cool. In which case I will move your
Yeah, I wouldn't
character
recommend.
slightly. Alright. So, now going back to the wyverns and the riders then. What dice do I want to use? I think I want to use that one. Okay. So, as you are slowly getting closer and closer to the forest floor then, Taram, Lala looks up towards you and very, very confidently stands on top of Beauty's back, balancing herself in the saddle and turning so that she is facing you. And as you plummet the last 10 foot, 5 foot, she grabs you by the arms and just whoomph, pushes you down into the saddle behind her. Looks at you and then just says, "You're welcome." And then sits back down again.
I tactfully decide not to say anything.
Yes!
Oh my god, it's a miracle.
Character progression.
Yay! I'm developing as a character.
She can learn. It's a Christmas miracle.
Wow. That actually rendered me speechless for a few seconds there.
Amazing.
Alassa somewhat ruins the moment, however, by suddenly flying Scream very close over your head and going, "Last one back up. 4 drinks?" And starts pegging it upwards. Scream, somewhat the larger of the two, seems to be a little bit slower than Lala's Beauty. However, you're not entirely sure who would win.
Which one am I on again?
You're on Beauty.
Okay, I hope we're not last because I don't think I have money.
That is a slight issue.
Just charm the bartender, you'll be fine.
I can do that. I am charming.
For those who are wondering as well, they are not literally called Scream and Beauty. Alase's is called... this is going to be a mouthful. Ramba ni Tinko Tamina. And Lala's is called Vanim e Elen. So
But there
Beauty of
was
the
no way
Stars
we'd
and
ever
Scream
remember
of
that.
the Metal Forge.
I wrote them down.
Yeah,
Wow.
I did also write them down for you all, but I figured it's slightly easier to give them in common, as it were.
I wouldn't read it.
Charming. So very charming. Anywho, Corwin! All your fires
Sorry,
are
Tara
out!
was leaking over.
Woo!
I look for the next one. I can see like my friends are dealing with that last moment, but there's the one on the far east. I'm going to sprint over to that one as quickly as my tiny legs will take me.
That one is a good almost 100 feet away from you.
Oh man.
Like
one
I
second.
said in the previous session, it isn't quite to scale.
How far can I throw my darts?
It should have ranges on the darts, I believe.
20 without disadvantage, 50
Oh,
with.
Yeah, that's
so
about right.
so I can't reach that magma with my darts from where I am. There.
No.
Boo hiss boo. That case, I'll go to the nearest fires and start putting them out on my way. But I don't think I'll be able to reach them this turn anyway.
If you... I'm just quickly checking your character sheet.
Movement of 35.
Yeah, what I was more thinking about is, have you unlocked Step of the Wind?
I have, but I currently have no
No
key
key
points.
points, right, yes. Okay, so yeah, you'd be able to dash 70 foot, so you'd get up to where Hanma is right now, but yeah, you wouldn't have a attack action.
Cool.
So I will place you there beside him.
Awesome.
Okay. Which, speaking of, brings us to the Madman. So,
Yay!
it is
They're my
amazing
favourite.
how long it is actually taking.
Well, we're not just doing combat. We're trying to put out fires.
I know. but
And
it's-
you made
Falling
and you
humans.
made it take like 10 turns to get from one side of the city to another.
Witness.
And yet you
big.
could still be chased down.
Yeah.
Well, not so much chased down as coincidentally spotted, because, you know, ridiculous rolls.
Yeah. The dice were not friendly today.
No, the dice were very much not friendly. Okay, so... As Corwin, you have suddenly rushed up to where these two Magmen are then, odds or evens?
Odds.
That is odds, so that is actually going to go for you. So... That is a 13. What is your armor class?
14.
Okay, that misses then, as the Magmin that is still reacting aggressively seems to take an affront to your rapid approach and swipes out, so you just dance out of the way. The second Magmin then is going to take its, well, cues from its companion and is going to resume its attack. So, Charlie, odds or evens, please.
Ooh. Sorry, my mouse is doing a thing where I like to double click if I click it once.
Ah, okay.
Maybe it's got chewing gum under it.
It doesn't.
Oh.
But thanks for the heads up. Unless you've been putting chewing gum
Oh,
there.
sorry, as in, would you like to be odds or evens?
Oh, I'll be
Not
evens.
rolling.
Even Stephen.
That is odds, so the second one is also going to go for Corwin. Sorry, Corwin.
It's alright.
That
God,
one will hit. That is a 18. So
Damn.
you take 7 fire damage and are on fire.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so it just catches at the seams of your trousers and you feel flames start to flicker upwards. Surprisingly,
Pee on
you've
it.
actually avoided...
It's not jellyfish.
It's probably more effective.
I'm going to scream out, I need healing. That's what I'm going to do. Like, flailing.
You need healing. You need healing.
Take a
You're
number.
unconscious, it's fine.
Take a number. I'll get to you.
This looks like a job for me.
I still think you should take control of your own destiny and just pee on your trousers.
I'm not wetting myself for you.
Never thought of pissing on my
I'm
own
not fulfilling that
trousers.
fantasy.
Never thought of pissing on my own trousers as taking control of my destiny, but you know.
It isn't a care home.
Oh dear.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Moving rapidly on.
See, if you look at my HP bar, I'm very close to death.
I might need a few minutes.
It's fine, we're going back to the other side of the city again.
Oh.
Warren.
Hi.
Hi. Are you now regretting joining this D&D campaign?
I am certainly thinking about some life choices.
Oh, no. What would you like to
About
do?
killing the poor innocent barmaid.
Well, maybe you shouldn't stick your middle finger up at me and then fire an arrow back at me.
You launched magic at them unprovoked.
All I can see is flaming buildings off in the distance, and one person running on the rooftops holding a box. This is not my
I
fault.
mean,
What was the box on fire?
No, I think that's the problem.
It probably is now.
so plot. We need that.
Okay,
We might not. None of us actually know what it's for.
Well, you know,
I
I have to believe it's important because all this has happened because of it.
I will head up to the top of the whatever this thing's called,
Okay, so to the roof.
blacksmith.
Yeah.
That's the one.
The
Yeah.
forge. Okay. It's suddenly gone very, very quiet.
I will. Once I'm up, I will use spare the dying on her.
You
Well, that's
also
nice of you.
apparently start calling Tal'Dorei D&D.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm just going
Wait,
to
what?
find that.
Shane, you're calling us.
Stop calling her.
Wait, what? How?
You just
calling us a
started a
How?
group video chat on Tal'Dorei D&D.
I don't know how to do.
I'll join
what?
it.
It was a
No,
good
No,
Join the
don't.
group
I don't know
video
what I'm doing. No, go away.
Sorry to
bloody
all the
hell.
people listening to this stream. We are now very, very confused.
I hate Messenger. It's a pile of shit.
It is a bit of shit.
Oh my god. Anyway, I use spare the dying on the
Okay.
Muppet,
Okay.
so they are now stable at 0 HP,
Ooh, you can heal too.
Okay.
and I will.
1 second. 1 second. So, as you do this then, you have slightly out of breath, considering you are, well, not quite nearing middle age, but you're not the most athletic individual. And Charlotte is suddenly dying. Oh. That's why Charlotte is suddenly dying.
What's happened to her?
I think she's giggling over the "please bear with us" message that has just been sent.
What was it?
That would be Alex just sending "please bear with us. We're currently experiencing technical difficulties." Yes, I'm guessing that's what she giggled at. Anyway, I'm not really sure. Yes. So anyway, yeah. So you approach this fallen individual. And as you do so, you lean down, place a hand upon their shoulder, and focus inwards, the divine energy spilling over from your hands to essentially not quite bring them back to consciousness, but allow them to grow stable. And you hear in your mind a very quiet, familiar voice just say, they are the first. And you experience a flash of recognition as you stare down into this individual's face. You have seen them in your dreams before.
Ew. Oh.
I suddenly feel a little bit creepy. The character subconsciously saying I'm a lesbian.
What?
Interesting.
I'm so confused. I'm a guy.
I'm confused and I'm the GM. Which, to be fair, is probably the GM's standard state of being. But...
Yeah, always be confused.
Okay, if that's the case, I will...
Not kill her again?
Look, they started this, not me.
I don't mind.
Look, I did not fire the first shot.
That's what they all said.
I was enjoying some peaceful exercise across the roofs of this fine city with my lovely little box.
I will... I don't really want to use this cure wounds. It's too much effort.
Wow. Harsh.
Okay. Well... Oh, god damn it. Fine, I'll use a cure wounds. Ugh.
Yay! Teamwork!
You get back 9 HP.
Nice.
Out of character, there's a big thank you. In character, I don't think she's going to be so nice.
Speaking of, it is now actually your turn.
I
Unless
was gonna
you want to
say-
speak.
I was actually going to say, with my bonus action, I'm going to spend 2 sorcery
You would
points
have,
to get back a first level spell.
You've used Spare the Dying and Healed.
Good point. That's a very good point. Yeah,
Is
never
Spare
mind
the
then.
Dying an action? Or is
That's
it
a
bonus action?
good... I think it's a
it
bonus
was.
action.
I thought it might be the bonus.
Huh?
Spare the dying is a cantrip.
Yes, but is it a bonus action or an action? Either way, like, you can just skip Spare the Dying and have cast Cure Wounds.
It's one
Yeah, that's a
action,
good
one
point,
action.
yeah.
But I
Okay,
think
yeah,
it
I'll
is an
just-
action
I'll just
to
wound.
Spare the Dying.
Yeah, I'll just cure wounds, because,
Okay.
yeah, if I have recognition in my face, I'll just
Yeah,
change.
I'll say that you,
Yeah.
as you go to cast Spare the Dying, you recognise them, you hear the voice in your mind.
Okay.
And then you choose
Whose,
to cure
whose
wounds
voice was
instead.
this?
I
You
will...
guys have no idea.
Okay.
I will cure
What's up for everyone?
wounds,
Nope.
and then... I'll cure wounds and then get some spell slots back with my sorcery points.
Okay, cool. Oh, sorry, I'm just having to shift slightly, so if you guys can hear the creaking of a leather chair, that would be me. Okay. Would you like to speak at all?
I think I'll wait until they speak, or they do something.
Oh, what I'm going to quickly do is bring both of your characters down to here and quickly just reveal a small area so that you guys can actually have
An
something to
area?
look at.
Oh,
It's literally just their characters.
great.
Wow, so enthusiastic.
Wow, thanks. It's not like we've both put a lot of effort into our characters or anything. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever.
To be fair, I did actually make 2 maps just in case, but you guys haven't got to them yet. So.
Hey, these little fellas are like very difficult.
Surprisingly, yes. I'm not sure why.
But when they hit people for 70% of their max health a turn, we're kind of nervous of them.
Yeah, can do.
True.
Can do.
Anywho, so yes, are you going to speak to this fallen individual at all, or are you just going to heal them?
I'm gonna offer him a hand back up, but not say anything because I want to see what they do.
Okay. Caliph, what do you do?
I think I kind of wanted that to go badly.
Nah, come on. Teamwork.
I'm guessing that means that I now recognise that this is the person who shot fireballs at me.
Feel the love.
Considering they are garbed all in white, probably yes.
I don't know. I think you have to make an intelligence check. You don't.
I rolled insight.
Yeah.
We're unconscious. Should be at
That
disadvantage.
too, you're a bit groggy.
Note, Caliph, as you come to consciousness and stare up at this individual who has just healed you, yes, you see that their clothing is almost pure white with some golden embroidery upon it. They hold a walking staff in their hand, which seems more to be for convenience than out of actual necessity. But perhaps the most surprising thing about them is their eyes. They are milky and seemingly sightless. As you
You're
stare
not
at
helping
them.
the general creepiness of this guy.
Moth priest.
Hi.
The thing is, my first instinct is to take one of the arrows that's probably still in my hand and put it through his foot and then try and run away again.
Wow. Okay.
Is there anything I can roll to work out if this guy is like normally not up for like just shooting random people?
Well, with that insight roll, I would say,
Like, is there anything that would be like, you know, does he from a particular order that I could work out that are normally good people?
roll a perception check along with that insight, please. And then I'll have to ask Shane something quickly. Shane, do you bear any clear symbols of your god? Goddess?
There would be a couple on there, definitely.
Okay. So you probably wouldn't immediately recognize the symbol. However, you do notice that this individual seems to bear what is clearly a symbol of some religious order upon them. And as you look at them, they don't seem inclined to attack you again. They seem to have been mostly focused on getting you to stop, and now seem to have
Oh my god,
changed their
fire
mind.
demon!
What? Oh my god, fire
Oh my
demon.
god, fire demon! Pointing the direction that I've come from.
That might not work.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, hang on a second. I guess you want me to roll insight?
Yes, please.
Yes!
You lucky, lucky bastard.
Okay, we'll come back to that next time.
Interesting.
You still can't stealth away. You're right
No.
in front of me.
It's
And you're
yeah.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Chameleon cloak. No.
I run
Okay, you start to peg it again.
Oh,
with the
God.
box.
I just sort of think to myself, what a strange woman.
What a very
This is-
strange person.
This is going to be a very long day.
Okay, and we'll leave those two there for now. Back to Taram, who is now Well, next.
Are we winning the race?
You know what? Let's see. 1 and 2. Red or blue?
Blue.
You are currently not winning the race.
Are we losing the race?
Yes.
Oh, I imagine, yes.
I thought there were
One or the
3
other.
wyverns.
There are, but remember
Only 2
the third
flying
is
out.
injured.
Yeah, the third
Oh,
one's up on
yeah.
the treetops with us.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it on the picture? Right there.
Okay.
That one there.
Well,
Like that.
I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm just enjoying the ride.
Okay. Cool.
I'm enjoying the fact that I'm not dead. And
That's always a good thing.
I'll just wait and see. Somebody said something about going to a bar, so I'm just sitting back, relaxing, and waiting to get there.
Okay. As you were then. Anma.
Oh dear. I feel like I should heal myself again, but then. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I should probably change my sheet so it says I've used one. Let me do that now. There we are. Okay. I think. Right. So what's in front of me? Have I got an injured and uninjured one again?
Yes.
So the uninjured one is still okay. I'm going to hit the injured one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna smush him really hard, and he's probably gonna explode on me. But you know what?
Hand him over the edge.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
I-
worked so well
Maybe
for
I
me.
can. Maybe I can baseball swing him off the edge, and he'll explode into there. Who knows?
And not
Right.
set fire to the forest.
And not yes, and that too.
Yeah. Let me know how that goes. I'm on a
Gladly.
wyvern.
Roll to hit.
Hold on. For some reason it was doing spells instead of a mace.
Wrong
Oh no, hold
track.
on, that's me being an idiot.
That is enough to hit it and kill it.
That is. Oh, I did roll it.
Yes.
Was a natural. Nice. So can I say that's propelled it into the air to explode like a firework?
Probably not with that
Okay,
hit, no,
that's
I'm
fine.
afraid. You've only just met its AC. Like, I'd say if you'd actually rolled incredibly well.
Oh, sorry, I was
However...
looking at the 24 I rolled.
Oh,
The nat
wow.
20.
Oh yeah, I didn't
accidentally
actually
pressed
see...
it twice. Sorry.
I didn't actually see that. Okay, yes, with that nat 20 I would say you have, yes.
Yeah.
Quickly,
Four.
could
I feel like Star
you
Wars now.
and Corwin please make a dex save?
Me and Corwin.
Yes, as it would still be within
Oh, of
10
course.
foot
Yeah,
of you.
it's exploding.
Oh man.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter what happens. I'm going down.
Sorry.
Luckily you're
Sorry,
next to
not
the
sorry.
cleric.
Where am I?
Ooh.
I've rolled really well.
Oh,
Nicely done.
God. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, a natural 1 coming in strong.
Oh my goodness.
I just want to point out I have been downed every single session so far.
I know.
Gotta
Both,
get good.
both of you take 7 fire damage.
Oh, I'm down as well. Fuck it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Well, I guess there's 2
Can
people
I-
I have to save in a second as well.
Can I scream damn you in ignorant?
Yes, as you're falling backwards unconscious from the blast, you just scream, "Damn you!"
I hope it feels bad. Oh dear.
Oh god, I was not expecting 2 people to go down in this fight.
To be fair,
3 people, technically.
we've just been rolling really bad.
I went way down.
Yes, but you're somehow still conscious.
I am soaring right now.
I feel
I
like
know,
feel-
right?
yeah, the dice have not been kind today.
Soaring, flying.
Oh
I immediately
Oh,
shoot
God.
myself for that.
Oh, damn it.
And I think Charlotte has just caught up to this point on
Oh,
stream.
dear.
I will admit I tuned out for a minute to write you guys a little poem.
She is currently writing us a poem.
Look in the chat. Look in the chat.
A poem.
Sitting back, maxing, relaxing or cool, or riding some wyverns outside of the fort when a couple of madmans were up to no good, started making fire in the neighbourhood. I got in one little flight and the PCs got scared and said no more jumping into the middle of the air.
I love it.
God
You
damn
were
it.
awful.
Why am I marrying you?
God damn it.
There are many good reasons.
Oh god, that was awful. That was so awful.
This is going so well.
I know. This is amazing. I love it.
Ah, fucking
And
fiery.
unfortunately, none of the NPCs can help you because none of them have heals.
None of them are useful.
They're carrying Tarim. They are the most useful people I've ever met.
Surely the wyvern up on the treetops with their owner can see us and like, oh no.
Saved your life. Twice! Twice!
I can't hear anything. It must be because somebody's passed out.
Oh shit.
Iris! So, yeah. One of the Magmins just got booted off the side of the balcony, and as this happened, two of your colleagues happened to fall.
Damn. That sucks, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm from the hood tonight. I'm really sorry.
You love me. You brought this on
I
yourself.
don't really have any way of helping you. I'm really sorry. Is there genuinely anything I can do? I don't have healing.
I don't think
Stabilize
you have
us.
any.
Stabilize us.
Well, to be fair, well, I'm on 0, so I'm not sure if I need stabilizing. Is there any
I
fear
can put you out.
No, you need
Oh.
to stabilize. No matter.
Wait a minute. I'm on fire still as well.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
Let me come and put
Oh,
you out then. I'll
shit.
do that.
Yes.
Told you, just pee on yourself.
I'm actually, yeah. I fell unconscious. Did I pee myself when I fell unconscious? And does that put out the fire? Legit question.
Please let it, please.
Legit question. No, that you can't allow this.
You don't know how much water I've drunk.
So, fellow GM verdict.
Yes.
Corwin falling unconscious is still on fire. Can he pee on himself as he's falling unconscious to put out the fire?
Yes.
What do you
If
think?
it
Yes, he
does,
can.
if it does, then I think he has to live with the eternal shame of killing himself when done.
Yeah, roll dex, please. Roll a dexterity check.
I just think the lowest score you get, it would be better if you're going to accidentally pee on yourself
This is a weird
as you fall unconscious.
That's an 11. Yeah, I feel like you start to pee on yourself. However, you don't quite get enough out to put the fire out before you fall unconscious,
Oh
unfortunately.
god, that's fucking the result, isn't it? Like, the eternal shame of pissing yourself whilst dying, but it still doesn't help.
Oh god, I'm so dead.
This is what we've
This
become.
is amazing. I'm actually just checking Iris's character sheet.
At least I almost died with dignity.
This is very true.
Almost.
There's nothing dignifying about this situation.
Okay.
You can say that again.
There's not. Yeah.
None of us have showed that much dignity. I mean, I've tried to get down with the kids, so
You
that's
did.
enough.
Oh god, you did.
Oi.
I think that's what angered the gods. To be fair.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
Nudge me.
So, Iris, unfortunately, you don't have any herbalism kits or anything like that. I don't believe you have proficiency in them either.
Not
as
yet.
a ranger. And why is it I think my laptop, which I've also got next to me, is just being silly. None of your spells are... Your spell isn't particularly helpful in stabilizing. Yeah, so pretty much all you can do is put out Corwin. I'm afraid.
I will put Corwin out then.
Okay.
Are there any Magmins still remaining? Or have they all gone now?
There
That's
is
one.
one here, and then there is one there over to this side.
This guy needs to die.
I would kill him, but I don't think I've got enough
Oh,
moves.
he'd explode as well.
Yeah, you
Maybe
would have used your action to put out Corwin, unfortunately. So
Well, burning colleague or thing that could burn me. Not much,
and also,
not much of it.
you know, possibly kill your colleague.
Yeah, I
Hey,
like
now.
not
I
there.
think we're friends.
Work associates.
Okay. Okay, so at this point then, the wyverns start to speed upwards towards the canopy. Unfortunately, even going at full dash, they are not going to be able to make it within one turn. However, as they are moving, kind of egging them on a little, Taran, you notice that Scream is slowly gaining on Lala and Beauty.
Which one? I'm on Beauty. Hang on, isn't Scream the... No,
Oh,
hold
you're...
on.
Sorry, you're...
Hold on.
Yeah, sorry. Lala and Beauty are slowly gaining on Scream. And
I
Arce.
want to use... hang on, where's my character sheet?
God.
I want to use my bardic inspiration on the wyvern so we win the race.
Okay,
Oh,
excellent.
that might work.
I need to check Bardic Inspiration. 1 second.
Surely the wyvern can appreciate good music.
Anyone they can hear and understand within range.
Yeah,
They can understand music.
If they can understand,
Music is...
common.
Common.
Is the issue.
Yeah,
if
maybe.
they understand common, you're fine. If they
Yeah.
don't,
There doesn't have to be words to
Doesn't
it.
have to be words. It could be a beautiful, 16-minute instrumental.
Yeah. Really spares... Oh, think like,
like
Meatloaf
harmonicas
Bat
and
Out of
stuff.
Hell.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing.
I want to sing a instrumental
ballad.
version of Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell to the wyvern so that I can win this race.
Roll
It would inspire me.
You know what? I'm actually going to get you to roll performance for that as well, even though you don't need to with Bardic Inspiration. I just want to know how good it's going to be.
It's gonna be epic.
Nat one.
That's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Come on.
Nat 20.
You have never seen a wyvern fly so majestically and fast in your life.
Like a wyvern out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes.
Can I just add that at the moment that dice was rolled and we all accepted and we all realised the result, the most dramatic Lord of the Rings music just came on.
Excellent. This is
I would have been more so impressed if it was Meatloaf, but
It's
that's still
literally
pretty cool.
the end of all things erupted the moment you made that roll.
I'm actually going to call this Wyverns Out of Hellfire.
Yes.
That is the role of this whole
Well, to be
session.
fair, that sounds a lot too badass for this session of
I know, but
Madman.
it's perfect. That is this session's name now. Oh dear. Okay, so yes, the wyverns are doing incredibly well at this point. Oh god, this is killing me. Right, so Corwin, death saving throw, please. You are no longer on fire, so you don't automatically fail.
Oh, did the piss work?
No, you
No,
got put
I
out.
worked.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Come on,
you pass your first death save.
So like we said, you're covered in your own urine, but it didn't actually help.
And half of your clothes have burnt off.
It always
Yep,
helps. At least he hasn't got an empty bladder now. He has been into bad now.
You'll be comfortable.
Okay. The remaining Magman, noticing that its fellow, or the remaining Magman here, noticing that its fellow is gone, but unable to easily get to Iris, it is going to continue setting fires and is going to start making its way away from... I did not mean to accidentally click that. It's going to start making its way around and away from all of you. The one over here. Fortunately, at this point, the townsfolk have once more gathered some water. The first lot, they don't quite manage to put out that many fires, but then the second individual who hefts one of the buckets is able to take out quite a good section.
Yeah, the townspeople are doing something.
Hey, they have been doing something. For quite a little while, in fact.
I guess I've been too busy being on fire to realise.
Indeed. Okay, back to Reforin.
Back to reality.
Okay. Well, now that this person, after I healed them, also got up and ran away again and tried to stealth yet again, but it's just apparently bad at it. I'm just gonna...
I'm normally quite good at this.
I beg to differ, I'm yet to see otherwise.
It's fine,
I'm
just performance issues.
Yeah. It happens to everyone, don't worry.
Doesn't always happen, I swear.
I will head towards the fires so I can start helping to put them out.
Okay, sure.
So any fires I see along the way, I'm going to use control flames to put them out.
Yeah, you're probably about 4 rounds away.
And if I dash?
That's if you dash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries.
That's how
That's
far
fine.
away Caliph have managed to get.
Yeah, that's fine.
previously.
I'll just head in that direction and start sort of telling people to get away from the fires and stuff, and I'll head down
But
there.
don't run too fast, otherwise someone may come along and shoot you.
Yes.
Look,
He is wearing white.
I look like an upstanding citizen, and I'm not running on rooftops holding a box that totally didn't look stolen.
Rescued, in fact. Rescued.
He doesn't know that. Anyway, Caliph, your go. So you are now pegging it away from.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, you haven't quite recovered from the blast of the firebolts. You do manage to drop down off of the higher section of the roof of the forge, and you reckon that's probably given you some cover, so you start to move a little bit more confidently. But yeah, you are limping slightly, your side smarting from this magical attack upon you.
Much as something about airships being easier.
This is fair. This is very fair.
How far from the tavern am I now?
I would say at this point you are probably around... I'm trying to think what I said previously. It's been far too long.
I don't think I was that far away.
I think last time I said that usually to get from one side of the city to the other would take 30 minutes. Dashing would have cut off some of the time. So you're probably still a fair few minutes away, considering each round of combat takes 6 seconds. But we're pretty much almost at the end of combat at this point. We've only got 2 of the Magmans still up.
Yeah.
Although saying that, there have only been 2 of them killed this entire time.
Yeah.
So we shall see.
To be fair, we did split the party. 3 members were out of the fight, basically.
You did split the party, yes.
Well, somebody did.
Okay.
3 members were out of the party, so we did this with just like 3 of us.
Yep.
So you know.
Also, at what point do my death saves thing reset?
They reset once you're back to consciousness.
So I can cancel that off now.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you. Right, that's it. I'm doing the same thing I did last time.
This is fair. Okay. Tarim then. After your stirring rendition of Bats Out of Hell.
I take it we're winning now.
Yes.
Have we won yet? Are we up?
You will be at the end of this round. It is not the Wyvern's turns yet.
Okay, when we come up, what area are we going to come up? Who are we going to be close to?
You're pretty much going to be coming up around here where you fell last time.
Who is here?
Where I'm pinging. So directly to the left of Anma and Corwin and Iris.
Excellent! I might be helpful.
Okay, are you going to hold an action then?
Yes!
Okay, what are you going to hold your action to do?
Oh, bother. I thought I had another turn to think about that.
Well, holding an action is where you say, this turn I'm going to wait, or this round I'm going to wait until a certain trigger in order to do this.
Okay, well I'm going to wait until the Wyverns take me up there, and then I'm going to, probably not daringly leap off, because look what happened last time I tried to jump anywhere.
I'm gonna laugh if you jump off and fall again.
Can I do anything to heal them at all? Because I don't have anything.
Do you know medicine?
No.
You don't have any healing spells.
You can.
No, I'm rubbish.
You can. You know.
I can inspire you.
At last, the truth!
Oh.
No, because
I
your
shouldn't
Song
be-
of Rest is only during short rests.
You got a Song of Rest? Is that lullaby?
Pretty much.
Go to sleep. Go
Yeah,
to sleep.
unfortunately, Song of Rest is the only healing thing you currently have, and that's only during short rests. You don't have any healer kits or any kit proficiencies actually, apart from disguise kit.
What about, is either of them still on fire?
No, they're both.
There is nothing I can do to help you guys. Guess I'll just meet you at the bar.
Hey, I appreciate
Wow.
it. It's fine. Hey, you go off and enjoy yourself. You may as well.
Oh, thanks. With your blessing, I'm off to the bar.
Oh, they. Speaking of then, Amma, your first death save, please.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I just click on Death Save on here.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh, that's not too good, is it? If it's below 10, it's
If
a
it's
fail.
below-
Right?
that's
Then
the
it's a
first
fail.
fail. Yep.
Alright, no worries.
Also, I will say, if you roll a 1 next time, you're dead. Because a 1 counts as 2
It
fails.
does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. I hope not.
Okay, so at this point then, it is Iris's go.
Cool. Can my spell get me to the far away Magmin and do something to?
1 second, I need to check that spell.
Because I know it increases my distance, but I'm not sure how far away the Magmin is.
So there's the one that is still nearby you all. You move like the wind for the duration. Speed increases by 30 foot until the end of that turn. So you probably wouldn't be able to get to this one, but you would definitely be able to get to this one down here no matter what. like this over here is closer to around 80, like to 100 feet, I believe.
And let's try and grab and do him in.
Sorry, you cut out slightly there, so attacking
Sorry.
this one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit. Please hit. Oh god. Really?
Mistake.
Really? How are you guys missing so much? This is just getting ridiculous.
We just
Like Charlie said,
Like to
I
make it
angered the dice gods.
like to make it
And you
difficult.
can't even put them in dice jail.
Just to be that person, over Christmas we were given inspiration, so shouldn't you have a D8 you can add to that?
Oh, true. Yes, inspiration if you want to use that.
I recommend using that.
Yes.
You get an extra
Go
D8
for
to
it.
hit roll.
Do the thing.
So roll 1d8.
So roll.
Cut.
8.
Ow.
Roll it.
Bear with me, I can't remember how to.
It's
Forward slash roll space
You
1d8.
can also use inspiration to do a re-roll completely.
Like Charlie's
Just-
death save.
Just seeing if I can actually.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, you're right. I can try that next time if it fails.
Or you get the
Yes.
crit fail.
Why is it
Yeah,
not
yeah.
actually searching? Come on. Is it that one?
I hope I survive. I need to have that long talk with Tarum.
Oh dear, I might be okay if you don't then.
No. I need
Um,
to denounce you and say you're a murderer and all sorts of
Yeah,
fun
so
stuff.
I'm just going to quickly
not
copy
very
and
nice.
paste the info for inspiration there.
After I thought about saving you just now.
Oh, gives you advantage on the roll. So
I appreciate that.
use your inspiration.
trying to
It's
find
not
how to
on
do-
death. It's not on death saves.
Oh,
though.
it's not on death
No.
saves.
No.
But
Okay.
the cat could use it for that attack roll,
Yeah.
which would hit.
Well, I would have to. Okay, seeing as this is the first time people are using it, I will allow it. But usually, you have to, if you
Declare
call it
before,
after,
don't you?
yeah, either declare it before or declare it after, then re-roll. So just for this one time, because that. Oh, I'm just trying to work out. Because that would still miss, I'm afraid.
I guessed it.
Well, if it gives you advantage on the roll, then from the previous one there would be a 16.
But that's what I
But-
mean. Usually, if you want to use your inspiration on that one, you would have to announce it beforehand. Otherwise, you'd have to re-roll and take the 13, for instance. Like, that's how we usually do it in on Roll20. Just because it's not quite cheating, but like it feels a bit like cheating if you
Yeah, but
already know if the roll is going to succeed.
to be fair, no one remembered they had inspiration until just now, so it wasn't really an option to declare it beforehand. Not trying to be that guy, but
I know.
seeing as
but,
we are all like dying.
I know, that's why I was saying, like, just for this once, I'm going to actually take the 16, but usually I would say I would have taken the 13. I did
Oh, yeah,
specifically
definitely.
say
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
It's
yeah, that's
still,
fair enough.
it's
That's fair
still
enough.
alive, but it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But usually
definitely
I
it should
would
be
have
before.
taken the 13.
Should be before.
Yeah.
Most things are declared before.
Yeah.
I think it's only fair.
Okay, so at this point, the two wyverns, along with Tarum, crest up here. So where is Tarum's token? Tarum's token is
It's
still.
the cute one.
Sure. Tarum's token can be poking out there, and there is. I was about to say there is Roland because that was Roland's token. Okay, so those two crest the top of the canopy, and Iris, you spot them coming alongside you. Lasse kind of looks over and spotting that the two other members of the party who are currently present are unconscious. He...
Evil wyverns. I feel like this is the part, like, at Mordor, where the eagles come down, and I'm like, oh.
I know, right? So at this point, he gives a incredibly sharp whistle, and Rima, who has hitherto been attempting to tend to his wyvern, who I've actually forgotten the name of. Good job, me. Singer. Yes, Singer of the North Wind, Lindir. So he suddenly surges upwards, Lindir taking him, and they swoop over towards you. Lindir still seems, or Singer still seems to be slower and somewhat pained. However, they seem to sense the importance of the situation, shall we say, and the slight desperation in Alasse's whistle and in Rima's guiding hand. And as they approach, Rima leaps from, and this is where I actually need to roll. Yeah, he leaps from the back of Singer and, approaching, quickly kneels down beside... Ooh, odds or evens? I feel bad doing this, but otherwise I don't know who he would help first, so... Odds or evens, Charlie?
Odd.
Odd. He helps you first. He pulls out a pack from beside his satchel and quickly starts spreading some ointments to bind your wounds. I am going to just quickly show you guys herbalism packs because I believe none of you actually have them.
I can use them.
Yes, but
I think I've got points in medicine, but I'm not sure if I have a medicines pack on.
Yes.
But obviously that's like in my...
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, I think you have to have the proficiency in them, so I'm not sure if you...
Yeah, I think mine was just like...
You have proficiency in medicine kits, potentially?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought it was more like being able to, like, see how bad people were and the wounds and things like that.
There's a proficiency for medicine kits that you get from clerics. So all clerics should have.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
I think we've actually
herbalism kit stuff.
I think we've actually misused herbalism kits, by the way.
Yeah.
As in our campaign, because looking at it here, by the way, Shane, just like correct me if I'm...
there's a feat that allows you to use them to heal.
Oh.
Ooh, I need
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because I was about to say it doesn't actually mention.
No. Yeah. There's a feat that allows medicine kits to actually
cool.
do the
Or
healing.
herbalism
That's a good,
kits to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good addition.
This is fair. Well, as Rima is meant to be slightly higher level, I have actually said that he has herbalism kits under the assumption that he would then have access to that, so I'm going to, say that he is able to use that feat. Just because I feel like that is probably a good thing to do.
Yay!
Yeah.
Divine intervention.
So, this is where I now actually need Shane's help, because this is something I... As
1d8 plus their spellcasting modifier.
1d8.
No, sorry, plus their medicine modifier.
1d8 plus 4. Oh, dang. Perfect. You heal for full points. That is back.
Hooray!
Is that for me?
Yee.
Oh, thank you. So I'm on. Yeah. Whee! Okay, so I'm on 12. Right, yeah.
Yes.
Plus 12. Oh shit.
Yes. Oh shit.
I'm just pressing the wrong buttons. For some reason, I decided to bind my push to talk on control, so everything just keeps fucking up. So I should probably change that. To something
Yeah,
else.
that's probably a good idea. Anyway, so Corwin, unbeknownst to you, your companion is now conscious.
See if
Please,
I
could I
live or
have
die.
another death save? Ooh, first
I'll save you. I can
First
save
fail.
you soon.
Ye. Soon TM.
I was going to say, don't forget the TM.
Yes, that's
Ah,
one
you-
success and one failed to Corwin. And
Oh, so it's the first one that gets to 3. Means that's what happens.
yes.
Okay, so it doesn't cancel each other out, kind of thing.
No.
Okay.
You wish.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah, I did a
rather
little bit.
ridiculous.
Well, I guess that means you could just be perpetually in what, like, bleeding out, couldn't you? That'd be pretty shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you're that unlucky.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
go like fail then pass. Just
That
left
would
forever.
be rather obscene.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, and at this point, the 2 remaining Magmans seem to have reverted to continuing to set more fires. They don't seem to be attempting to attack anyone at present. So, Raphorin. Or Raphorin.
Hello.
You are headed towards the fray.
I am indeed.
Okay, so you're probably around 120 foot from them, which is essentially like 3-ish trees away now.
Can I see any of the enemies at all?
Roll perception. You would have to roll pretty high to be able to spot them because they are teeny tiny little guys. With that, you would be able to see the fires, but you wouldn't be able to see what is setting them. You can also quite clearly see the 3 wyverns that are nearby at this point
Okay.
here. I'm actually just going to quickly make that one slightly bigger.
Okay, yeah, I will keep on running towards the fray.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess I'll be within 60 foot next turn so I can start putting out fires.
Yes.
So who was it that healed me, by the way?
That was Rima.
Okay. Oh, was that the one that I tried to help
Was there the whole
Wyvern
time?
earlier?
That was the one who was in, yeah, his wyvern was very
I helped
badly
his
injured.
Wyvern. I healed the Wyvern a little bit.
Yeah,
It was adorable.
yeah. His wyvern is listing quite badly in the air, considering
Yeah.
his wing is still fairly badly torn.
I didn't realise it was hurt so bad. Oh.
Yeah, I did literally say that it had almost its spine bitten through at one, like at the joint to the tail, and its wing
Ooh,
was.
I did not realise that. I must have missed
Oh
that.
yeah, it was like
shit.
on about half health or less.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I heard the half health bit, but I didn't really like translate that into
Well, let's put it this way: Wyvern at full health has over 100 HP. That's a lot of health for it to have lost.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just basically think of, when you see a pack of lions going after, say, an elephant, and how they
Yeah.
all like chomp onto the base of the spine.
Yeah.
That's basically
Right
what
back
the
to neck
wolves
and
had done.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there is a reason why they were in trouble.
That's the reason why the Wyvern wasn't flying around helping us out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so, to Caliph then.
Dum-ba-da-da-dum-dum-dum-ba-da-ba-dum-dum.
Dum, 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 dum.
We're so close to being out of combat.
You can do it. Kind of.
Yeah, I feel like with that acrobatics, you're kind of hitting your stride again and pushing through the pain. You've been in a couple of explosions, and to be honest, it brings back quite bad memories at this point, so you're just trying to ignore and focus and push on towards the tavern. You reckon at this rate you're going to be there, like I said, in a few minutes. Okay. So, Taram,
Yes.
are you just chilling
Are
out
we at the
on
bar yet?
No. Are you
Oh,
just
yeah, they're
chilling
healing,
out on the
aren't they?
Wyvern? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else I can do at this stage, seeing as we're just trying to rescue people and I can't do that, and I don't really want to try and hop off the Wyvern and fall to my death again. And I don't have any ranged weapons.
I was
I
literally
mean,
about to ask.
Neverfall is technically still active, so if you do fall, you're fine.
Nah. I don't know. Seeing how the luck of everyone else has gone, I might just sit here.
Yeah, this has been a particularly unlucky session, to be honest. You probably you should still have some bardic inspiration to expend.
Okay. I would like to use it to inspire Iris.
Okay.
Thank you.
Iris,
You're
you
welcome.
have inspiration for your next attack. Bardic inspiration.
And don't you want to know what my next attack is? I have terrible, terrible plans. By terrible, I mean
Good.
bad. Just bad.
Are you going to kill a child?
Excellent.
I fucking love your
Yeah.
plans, honey.
Yeah, I
We'll
love
come
how
back to
none of
Exeter
you are
and we're
like.
gonna have like a pun off.
In a bar, do the like a word battle but with puns. I'm down.
You're
with
right.
that.
Boy.
I'm ready to take on the master who trained me.
God. It's got
Yes,
the
young
fucking
grasshopper.
episode of IT Crowd, the countdown, street countdown.
But I haven't got any milk.
And I'm all out of milk. Oh.
I'll bring
Alright.
the milk. I'm gonna milk you.
Well,
Are we
that suddenly went very, very awkward, I'm not gonna lie.
The silence.
Yeah.
Anyway, carrying on.
Anna! Hi!
Hi. Right, I'm gonna get up and spare the dying of Corin if he's still on the floor.
He is indeed still on the floor.
I'll spare the dying.
Okay. Do you not have
Oh.
any spell slots left?
Oh, he has a cantrip in it. I could just use healing.
Yee.
I will use healing.
Okay.
Just need to find it. Do.
Corwin, you
Yeah, boy,
come
three.
to consciousness, and
Do I? Because that only puts me at -1. I was at
no,
-4.
so
I'm a good healer.
you don't count minuses.
Yeah, not when you need to be healed from dying.
So basically, the minuses only come into play if so. For instance, if you got 10 HP as your max HP, and you take enough damage to put you to 10 or -10 within one attack, and that insta kills you. That's the only time they come into play.
Oh, okay. Fair dues.
Also, my screen just moved when I wasn't touching the mouse. That was really disconcerting. Yep.
You got a ghost.
Phantom screen.
Phantom
The
ghosts.
phantom of the screen is messing with you.
Oh dear. It's a ghost. Spooky ghost.
Anyway, what I was about to say is, yeah, you come to consciousness, and you feel the flicker of fire nearby. you feel the touch of your resident cleric retreating from your shoulder and the heat of his divine light having spread through you. Your wounds are still definitely smarting. You're still in quite a lot of pain from the explosion of the Madman. You also feel a slight damp patch, a slight trickle just running down your leg.
I forgot that.
I forgot that too. The dampness of the snare.
How did you already forget that, guys? Wow.
We wanted to forget.
I did not forget.
Yeah.
And
No
you
matter
are
healing
conscious.
gonna cure you of that.
So, Anma, would you like to do anything else with your turn? I presume you are standing, etc.
Yeah, I'm standing. I'm going to, in my, like, free actions or bonus actions, whatever, can I, help put out the fire? Is there Magman still there?
Yes, there is. There's
Can I-
one here.
Can I shout at the Magman to just, go away? No! Ooh. No, I shouldn't, because then it might run away and set some other things on fire. I'll just try and put out the fire near him.
Okay, so you start looking around for something to use to put out the fire.
Yeah, I'll just kind of help the effort, really.
Okay, roll investigation, please.
Investigation.
Yes. As you're looking for something, or casting about for something.
Hopefully nothing flammable. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to spot anything, there's a lot
Pick
of
up the,
people nearby.
Pick up the Magman to put out the fire. Oh,
Please
dear.
don't do that.
You
That
caused
would-
it, you can put it out. Yeah,
You know
okay.
what? Technically, actually, they can. Yeah.
Oh, no, that. Oh.
Can set itself ablaze or extinguish its flames.
It can put them out, but it won't because it's stupid and evil. Poor thing.
Yep. That's excellent. Okay. Iris.
Yo!
Yo.
So here's a question. Do you want the stupid idea or the clever idea?
Stupid idea! Stupid idea! Stupid idea!
Really stupid.
So my idea is I'm going to tie the Magman to my bow and arrow and fire it away from me.
Yes!
Yep, that's a stupid idea, alright.
I did warn you.
I mean.
Do it.
Okay. Roll a strength check, please.
Hey, I've got inspiration now. I can do what I like. That's not true. I'm gonna fail.
Still, roll a strength check, please.
Yep.
1 second. Yeah, somehow the Magman actually manages to outstrength you, even though it's tiny. And it just breaks from your grasp.
Curses.
And it was going so well. I mean, I couldn't see that failing at all.
Yeah. I mean, saying that, you don't know how much you needed to roll. The Bardic Inspiration, you get 1d6.
You're welcome.
So you could technically use it if you really wanted to.
I mean, you have to do it before. Oh, yeah.
No, for Bardic Inspiration, if you have it, you can use it after you've rolled as well.
Oh, really? That's bloody
Yeah.
awesome.
It's the nice thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
So if you really want to tie this Magman to the bow,
Do it!
you could get a
I
6.
mean, you could
Could
get
get
to
a
13, and
6.
that's still probably not going to be high enough.
That gets you to 11.
11. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I'm not doing well.
So it had a
Just touch it
strength
uncomfortably,
of
like-
7, which gives it a -2 or -3 is that? I believe?
-2.
-2. Yeah, so unfortunately that would have still put it at 12. So,
Damn.
Brutal.
Juggle snuggle.
sorry.
Can I just push it off the thing? You know, it's quite near the edge.
No, I did that. That's how we had a forest fire.
Are you rolling to kick the Magman off?
But we already have a forest fire. I'm just
No, they
adding
put
to
it
the
out.
fire.
They put out the forest
Mm.
fire.
I had forgotten that.
But does Iris know that they've put out the forest fire? I don't think Iris actually looked at the floor.
Well, I was dangling off the bridge for a while.
There is that.
Sorry, I just had to mute for a second because I noticed my laptop is almost dead and I need both that and Shane's computer. I have 3 screens. This is glorious.
I can't believe you have
Damn, I've only got 2.
I know. It's amazing. It's also very disconcerting.
I can see how.
Anywho, yes.
Does my phone count?
No, because if so, then I would have 4 screens.
Jeez.
Yes, so are you going to try and knock it off, or are you going
Yeah,
to...
go for it.
Okay, roll to knock off then.
At least it's not knocking up.
What am I rolling?
Charlotte, go die.
Don't knock up a Madman! That is how, like, incredibly small genasi are born.
Oh dear.
Please move on quickly.
I would say roll a strength check.
My darling. Oh, the greatest love story. Oh man.
7 all round. Damn.
Unfortunately, you do not manage to kick it off. It just...
Do I face
Dodges
plant the
out.
floor?
You do not. You didn't roll quite that low.
That's fine, however, unexpected.
Okay. So, at this point, the 3 wyvern riders, Rima gives a gesture and his wyvern rapidly flies upwards to land atop the roof. As it does so, you notice that it's kind of tilts to one side, seemingly in pain, but determined to aid as much as it can. And the other 2 quickly make their way over to the remaining Magman and the fire, seemingly confident that you guys are actually going to be able to do something. Please don't prove them wrong. Please don't prove them wrong. And yeah, they start to quickly put out a couple of the fires over here.
Their faith is so wildly misplaced.
I know, right? Why would they ever have faith in you guys?
Hey, it's fine. We're
Colin,
alive.
you're conscious, yes. Hello?
Hello?
Have we lost a Corwin?
No, sorry, I didn't realise I had a turn. I thought me coming back to life was my turn.
No. You are conscious
Okay.
and you are
How-
able to do stuff.
I'm going to just continue. Wait, how far away from the Magman am I?
Not
Probably.
far enough.
Yeah, you're about 15 foot.
Oh, so if it explodes, I'll be fine, yes?
If it explodes, yes.
Yes, 'cause it's 10 foot in it. Explosion.
Cool. I'm going to throw a dart at it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
You like your darts?
I have darts.
You've used your darts.
Once I've used one, yeah. Miss.
Yeah, unfortunately that does
Oh my
miss.
god, we're not doing great.
You really, really aren't, guys.
It's either like a natural 20 or it's just like 11
Crit fail.
or fails, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
like,
it's not even like natural 20s or crit fails. It's not even like one or the other. It's just like disappointingly middle.
I honestly was not expecting this battle to last 2 entire sessions.
Like I said, though, you know, it would have lasted one session if we had a full party, but we had half a party.
And, you know, we were weakened from the previous battle, so we didn't have any
We had half a
resources or
party.
anything.
Half a party.
True, you didn't actually bother to heal up after that part.
Well, we couldn't. We saw the smoke and had to come
Saw
straight
fire.
back.
No,
Right,
you didn't. You could have healed up when you killed the wargs. You chose to move on after that.
I feel like something happened before then. Because they flew off, didn't they? We just met the wyverns and they flew back.
They started to head back, and you guys decided to go.
Oh
with them
yeah, we did.
and not rest up.
Yeah, we got caught up in a moment. Caught up with the wyverns. They were so cute though. We got distracted.
Oh God, Charlotte, you are terrible. My name is Inigo Magminia. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I actually want this character to be a thing. Oh my God, that would be fucking adorable.
Oh God, it's gonna find me and try and kill me then, isn't he? Because I just fucked his father off into the distance.
I'm not kidding. If Corwin dies, I will play this character.
Yes. They would have to be like a halfling though, because they would have to be fairly tiny.
It's fine. I'm used to playing short
They
characters.
would have to be halfling size, I mean. Because I feel like magmins do not lend themselves to tall genetics. Anywho. Right, let's see. Okay, the magmin over here is somehow unaware that you guys are, trying to throw darts at it and stuff like that, and is going to continue setting fires. The one over here, meanwhile, is going to attempt to slash out towards that is Scream and Alasse. And it completely misses and falls off the side of the fucking walkway. So there is Magman plummeting to its doom. Wow.
If they'd all done that, we wouldn't be in this mess.
I know. It rolled ridiculously high to realise that it was a threat. And then it rolled a nat 1 on its acrobatics to try and reach in order to attack. Wow. Wow. Okay.
I just want to get back to the barn, have a nice drink. Wait for this whole thing to blow over.
Yep, that's
Well, you went the wrong way.
So, at this point, Raphorin, you are now here. Hello. You are on the screen.
Okay, lovely. So I can see those fires ahead of me, right? And I can see the magmin
Yes.
now?
Yes. You're 60 feet away from them.
How close is the magmin to other people around it?
This one here, it's probably got quite a few people within a 10-foot range. I'm guessing that is what you were getting at.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna roll intelligence to see. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. I will just do control flames to put out all the flames in a 10-foot radius around the magmin.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Good thinking. Good stinking.
That is all those flames gone. Boom.
Yay!
I'm just going to very quickly place some of the magmin out of the way.
And then I'll continue moving towards that direction again.
Sure. You would have used all your movement to get to this point, so yeah. Okay. Caliph then. As there is only one magmin remaining, what I will say is after this point we are going to break from acting within turn order, so stuff will start to...
Still can't get a half-decent acrobatics roll.
Oh, jeez. I would say that...
God, that's worse.
At this point, you can probably...
You know what? I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna walk down the street, normal,
Okay.
fine, just
So you safely drop off the roof of the building and just start to make your way through the walkways, which are at this point quite bustling. Not everyone has noticed that there are fires. Those who have may be picking up the pace, headed in that direction. However, the townspeople seem fairly confident that it can be handled, those who have noticed. Okay. So... what I will say is probably at the end of this round, I'm hoping the final Magman will be dead. If it's not, I'm going to be worried, but we're probably going to actually have to wrap it up fairly soon. So, Tarum,
Yeah.
With your loot.
you are currently over here where one of the Magmen has just managed to, you know, fall and is now kind of
That's a beautiful
yeah.
confession.
That was a slightly better impression.
How many? I would like to use Featherfall on it.
No, you won't. You'd like to murder it. I'm joking. You go ahead.
I would like
Okay.
to use Featherfall on it.
Okay, so, quickly checking the instructions for...
60-foot range for Featherfall.
Yep, 60 foot. How many spell slots do you have left? You have
2.
2 left. Okay. So you're casting Featherfall on the Magmen.
I'm very confused
Yep.
by this party dynamic.
Yep.
I am too.
I am
too.
incredibly confused as well right now.
This is it's not normally this bad. I promise you.
I do have a theory here.
I'm guessing you
I
don't
have
want
a
it to
reason.
splat on impact to cause another forest fire?
Exactly!
Yeah.
Are you going to, like, tell Lala what you're trying to accomplish?
Well, she's smart, she can work it out. Or she could ask me.
Hey, look, I'm on Tramadol and I worked it out. If they can't work it out, they've got issues.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
Anma, there is one remaining next to you guys.
Is it
Please
next to
fucking
me?
kill it.
I'm gonna hit it as hard as I can.
Please kill it.
Hopefully
You
I'll
can't
get it.
actually flank it at this point. I will,
Oh, I'll
I will
flank it, I'll
tell
flank
you that to flank it at this point.
Thank you. I've got inspiration as well.
It's holy
Can I use
shit.
Can I use inspiration on my damage or just on?
No. It's...
I'll use inspiration to hit just in case. No, I won't. 'Cause I've already got advantage. No, be fine. For fuck's sake.
You can use
Are
inspiration
you-
now!
Shitting me.
It won't hit, will it? If I got to 13. If I got a 6 or whatever.
You can
Was
use
it D8, is it?
inspiration now to re-roll it.
Oh, to re-roll it? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you want to.
Fucking hell. Right.
Oh god. Oh, for fuck's sake!
You have got to be shitting me.
Can we just RP kill it? Can you just say that like it dies somehow?
Yeah, I'll kill it on my next turn, it's
Yeah. Alright.
fine. I come in and save the day, put out all the fires, kill all the Megmen.
We would have been fine.
Oh
Be
my
fine.
god.
This...
magic missile can't miss.
Yeah, there you are. Magic missile. Let's use them all up on our party.
Don't have to roll.
Iris! Hi.
Save us, please.
Hello.
Hi. I'm...
Just tell me to press a thing that kills it.
Yes, please
Literally
do.
anything with damage.
Admittedly, yes. Fuck. That didn't hit.
Okay, I'll deal with it then.
Oh god, this is
Did
just...
you say you wanted to go out of turn order now, Lucy?
I said, surely it's going to be dead by this point,
I mean,
so you
I
can break
can-
turn order.
I'm happy to magic
Well-
missile it and then control flames.
What we'll do is
out
we'll
the
finish
fire.
this. We'll finish this turn, so Corwin and the other bits get.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, at this point, this is just getting
It's dead.
absolutely
It's dead.
fucking ridiculous.
I killed it with a mighty mace swing. All good. he says.
Does it explode and kill you again?
I rolled a bluff
Well,
against the DM.
Does it explode and kill you again?
The other one, Alasse and Scream, just noticing that it is suddenly moving a lot slower, just gracefully fly down, and the tail flicks out and slams into it, and it explodes.
Good.
The stinger on his on Scream's tail does take a little bit of damage, but I think at this point they're just happy that it's dead.
Okay, at this point, I kind of wish we just murdered the kid. That's what I'm saying.
Hey!
I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
I'm joking, but
Wow.
you know, I am just
Oh. My God.
I feel I am in the wrong party.
No, I am good. That's just out of character.
I just wanna.
Before we
I
start
don't know if
to...
you can hear the sound of my forehead hitting the table in front of me.
Not quite. Do it louder.
It's not that they're tanky, they've got 14 AC. That's it. It's just
I'm
that everyone
quite-
has been rolling shit.
Yeah, I can take quite a bit of damage. I can impose disadvantages and stuff, and I can heal. We did all that stuff prior to this session, and then we got into this session, and there's a whole party's worth of enemies, and half of us to do it, and then yeah, it just went bad.
They're not difficult enemies.
Yeah, but they're still scaled to a full party, but there's only 3 of us doing it.
But in a way, they are quite difficult enemies because, like, 4 of us are melee users. They all explode and have been doing
Also,
like 5 to 7 damage each, and we've got like 15
RP-wise.
max HP.
There's a difficulty to them RP wise because you don't want to set everything on fire. It added like another element of difficulty. If it's just straight battle, it would have been easier. That's
Anywho,
my
it is
logic.
your
I'm sorry,
go.
guys, that I couldn't be there to save everyone.
You did
Now
run
I'm sounding
away.
like Taram.
So before we get off track, because we are needing to wrap this up, it is Corwin's go.
If the last thing's dead, I'll put out the last couple of fires if I can reach
There's
them.
still the one that's next to you guys.
Oh, well then I'll throw another dart at it.
Okay.
Go on, may the dice gods smile upon you.
Well,
Please.
plus 5, I need a
Everyone
9.
is crossing everything. Oh.
Bear in mind, I get plus 5 to my hit rolls. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
Yes. Please do. Fuck's sake!
I have plus 5.
Oh dear.
Oh
Oh god.
my God.
This is hurting. Okay, you know what? Shane, just fucking kill the thing. Please.
It's probably only got 1 hit point left or something stupid like that.
They've only got 9 HP. Thank you. It's fucking dead.
And then I use control flame to get rid of the other fire.
Yep.
Basically, just
as
Turn off all the fire.
as it dies, it explodes, and Anma and Iris, you take 7 damage apiece are on fire.
You see, that's why I didn't want to shoot it, but
I know, but fuck's
I had no
sake,
choice.
This
This is getting ridiculous.
This has been ridiculous for far too long at this point.
I will go back to my standard of holding the stick, looking like a blind old man, basically,
Looking
Yeah,
at
we're wise to you now.
Ooh.
and waiting for this lot to come over and speak to me.
To be fair, you've just caught us at our worst.
I don't think anyone's gonna come over and speak to you at the moment. We're all a little busy.
Nah, I think we're just gonna. I think next session we'll deal with the collateral because next session will
Yeah.
be clean up.
Like, it's 11 o'clock, I feel like. Even
I'm
though
mentally
I'm
exhausted.
irked that it's taken an entire second session to finish this, I wanted to do some RP.
I wanted to do RP as well. Yeah.
I want to do
Same.
something.
I wanted to do RP.
RP is my favourite bit.
We could
Well,
always, like, do a very short session tomorrow where you guys just RP.
We'll see how we feel because I maybe we'll.
2 sessions
I
of
know,
running
I'm-
across the city.
I know.
I'm I'm not
that's
around
what-
tomorrow. I've got
that's-
another D&D session.
Maybe
Right.
we'll figure something out. But I
That's
wouldn't
why
mind
I
doing some
like
reviews.
introduced Shane's character with you, but I just wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it to go in that particular direction.
It was mainly the fact that I rolled a 3 on insight.
Yeah.
At that
Nice
point,
one, friend.
At that point, I can't justify metagaming it to not.
I
It's
know.
a metagaming. It's just kind of putting your character a bit in it. I don't know. It's a weird one with insight in it.
It
Depends.
really is. Anyway, what I'm just going to very, very quickly.
It's fine. At least
do-
something happened that wasn't me just running.
Instead, you ran away and got knocked over instead.
He died! Yay!
So
Oh,
we
anyway.
need 1 second. I'm just quickly checking XP.
Level 3, woo! I think it worked out to be after this we'd be level 3.
Yeah, you guys are now at 1,000 XP, which
1,000.
I'd rather have the 1,000
I
HP
think-
at this point.
1,000 XP. I think that is enough.
Mighty heroes with 1,000
I
HP.
think level 3 was 900, so
Yes.
or 950 or something.
Which reminds me, actually, just because this is probably something that is going to be important before next session starts. So, just to like give you guys a little break in the combat ridiculousness, as the battle lulls, as the fires are eventually put out. So, Iris, standing next to the, well, I don't want to say next to the void, next to the drop from the walkway, you sigh a small breath of relief, and then your head cocks. You notice a somewhat smallish, rapidly growing larger, kind of tawny shape flying towards you. Well,
Okay.
not towards you, towards the group in general. As it approaches, you realise it is a eagle. A not fully grown eagle, and it hovers, seemingly confused, cocking its head this way and that, and lets out a plaintive cheep. And as it does so, Alasse and Scream swoop over towards it and towards you, and Alasse grins and goes, "Oh, reckon it likes you. Rescued this one a few weeks ago." And he Scream alights up on the roof. He hops down next to you, and the eagle also alights before both of you. And Alasse gives you a small grin.
Hug it.
Congratulations, you now get to train an eagle with him.
Can I have it?
Yay!
That totally sounds like an 80s rock ballad.
Train the eagle.
Train the eagle.
I'm
Train the eagle,
Free bird!
flying through.
It just
Clearly,
seems
clearly.
somewhat appropriate that Alasse was the one who, well, resulted in the eagle happening, shall we say.
Yay! Yay! Pharaoh is mine.
Yep.
Sparrow.
It does not know the name of Pharaoh yet.
Called Pharaoh. Pharaoh.
Train the eagle, teach the hawk, this is your destiny.
Do 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 do. Sounds like a.
Oh, no.
That's amazing. I'm mentally wiped out.
I am just
Improvisation.
so exhausted by
That was
the
an ordeal.
ridiculousness of this.
Like literally, the words to describe session is an ordeal.
Yep.
So
Yep.
wow.
Hey,
I
I'm
guess
not.
I'll be on next session.
I'm not giving you guys a battle like this anytime soon. I didn't even think this was going to be a battle like this.
It always goes funny, doesn't it? You
It
can never
really
plan for
does.
stupidity.
But on that note, it has been a rather fun and funny session. So thank you everyone in Twitch for watching.
Does Caleb finally get to the pub? This is just one. Does she get to the pub? Please tell me she gets to the pub.
No, you trip over a water barrel that was left outside.
You trip, you skid into the pub, sure.
Yes!
I finally made it.
Yeah.
Sadly, it closed for
I
refurbishment.
feel sorry for everyone watching and having to suffer this with us.
I know, right? But I feel like it's probably amused a fair few people. It definitely seemed to have amused Charlotte.
That's fair then. That's
Was that amusing
Highly.
and ridiculous?
Very.
Good.
Let's have that go.
Oh dear. Right, I better head off.
So thank you all for playing and thank you all for watching. We will
Thank you.
hopefully be back next week.
It'll
And-
be back on track. I'm sure. I'm sure we'll be straight faced and stoic and
Yeah,
be slightly silly.
not even slightly.
This will be uploaded onto my YouTube channel over the weekend. I'll tweet about it and stuff like that. Unfortunately, my Twitch channel is currently undergoing some maintenance. I'm just sort of rebranding everything and rewriting everything up, but it will be saved on here and on YouTube, so if you missed anything on the first session, then you can go back and watch that.
Sounds good.
Like, for instance, the summary. As
Like, for
what
instance, the
fuck
summary.
caused.
Yes.
Or the amazing things done by Tarim.
Mm-hmm.
Or Eagle.
Ego. Anyway,
Yes.
Going
Thank
to
you
bed.
all. Good
good
night.
night and goodbye.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Mwah.